All right. Hello, knockouts. Tanya TKO here. Let's jump into this. Let's get into it. Let me just woosah real quick. All right. Come on in, everyone. Come on in. I'm your host, Tanya TKO. And today we're having a very simple broadcast. And I want to apologize to everyone for not making videos that are the typical videos that I make, responding to viral topics. There's so many videos that I want to record. However, there are so many things that I'm working on behind the scenes. Like, we live in a physical world. So in a physical world, all right, hold on. This is the person, the post office, telling me what time they're going to come to pick up these books. So today we're going to be signing books live, and I want you all to keep me company. All right. So he says he can come within an hour. Okay, hold on. All right. So listen, hello, everybody. Welcome. We got Brooklyn in the house. We have a lot of Brooklyn in the house. Somebody, oh, look, someone is talking about I'm full of trash. Yeah, I feel really sorry for you. You need to do something with your life to help you be able to love yourself enough to know who, listen, who is worse? The person whom you think is trash, or you for rolling around in what you consider or what you consider to be trash? I know I'm not trash. I'm a queen. And you recognize the queendom, and that's why you're here, because you're attracted to it, like a moth to a flame. Like a moth to a flame burned by the fire. You know your love is here. I feel your desire. All right, so listen, so what we're going to do is welcome in, everybody, welcome. I'm really just going to be autographing books today. I put a link in the description. So listen, everybody who orders a book will get their book. It's taken me a little bit longer to autograph all of the books because I'm putting a personal message in each book. It's not just like an autograph. I'm writing your name in there. And just there are hundreds of orders, hundreds of books sold during the launch. So typically it would take about 3 weeks for your books to get out to you. We are coming upon 3 weeks tomorrow. And I have had a full day of being at trade shows and getting ready for the Galentine's Day event. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Shafran is saying, who gets someone's timeline to talk trash to them? Like, go sit down somewhere. Exactly. I like your eye makeup. Exactly. So welcome in, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Somebody wants to know how my skin tone is so even. I use the vitamin E, which I sell once a year. It's supposed to go on sale in March, but if I don't get these books together, I don't know how I'm going to sell these vitamin E's in March, because I have not even I don't have the packaging for the vitamin E's yet. I don't have the packaging. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Everybody wants some of that vitamin E. Everybody wants some of that. Jamal is saying, Tanya, you look so fine. Yes, we are live right now. And so if you want your book, get in line, because what I'm doing right now is I am getting ready to send the books over to Amazon. Once they are out of my possession and they're on Amazon, like there are some people who are complaining, they're like, Tanya, it's been 3 weeks, because it really has been 3 weeks since we first did the book orders. And they're like, where's my book? Amazon ships within 2 days. I'm like, well, I can ship your book right now if you don't want it autographed. But if you want it autographed, we have to go through the process of autographing the books. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Tanya, I got your message earlier, and there actually really is a woman who needs her ticket sponsored. She had a hysterectomy a few years ago, and when she had the hysterectomy, her whole entire chemical makeup in her body changed, and she is suffering from anxiety, depression, all types of stuff, like crippling anxiety, depression, and agoraphobia. So, listen. Hold on. The postman is he's writing me now saying that these packages have to be ready for 5. So we got 1 hour of signing. Is there anybody who wants to come over? So no, Galentine's Day is for girls. So I'm doing an event for Galentine's Day. And it's just going to be us women. We're going to have a really amazing time. We're having a day of healing and we're having a night of fun. So I'm working on getting those venues. So part of what takes so long to autograph the books is because my day is split up into these things, this thing, into that thing. So today I spent a huge amount of time in a trade show to be able to have the venue for the Galentine's Day event. So listen, ladies, if you're thinking about getting a hysterectomy, just know that it's not sometimes as simple as getting a hysterectomy. You know, it really can change your whole entire chemical and physical makeup. All right, so let me get into these books. And if you want your book, you know what to do. You know how to order it. The link is in the description. And so let's see. I don't know how we're going to do this. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is there anybody who wants to keep me company on Clubhouse? I do need a personal assistant, but it's like some of these things, it still needs my personal touch. You know what I mean? I need a personal assistant. I was actually interviewing one and oh Lord, I can't with some of these people. I'm going to turn on Clubhouse real quick. So for those of you who are here, listen, let's get somebody blocked real quick. You'll know that you've been blocked when you can no longer comment. Don't advertise foolishness in my comment section. Don't advertise toxic men. Don't advertise your nonsense, and don't call me names. I am God incarnate. I am the physical manifestation of the energy that we all know as the Most High, and so are you, and you will act like it or you will be gone. It's as simple as that. I'm going to start a room on Clubhouse for those of you who want to come over and just keep me company while I'm signing books. So let's see. Let's get a topic. You have to be following me to know the rooms that I have made. So I'm doing Tanya TKO show. Oh, no, I'm just going to do Tanya TKO autographing books. Keep me company, exclamation. Oh, that says component. Company, exclamation. Let me put an exclamation, and I'm going to put up the symbol for recording. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to come back to the comments in a second. I have just now 54 minutes. All right. I just turned on the room. On Clubhouse, so you can come on over. All right. And William is saying he's Jesus Christ of Nazareth. All right. If that's who you want to be, you go for it. All right. So if you want to come over to Clubhouse, my name on Clubhouse is Tanya TKO. With the Clubhouse, you're able to have your audio. All right. So the first book is going to Brittany in the Virgin Islands. So Brittany, thank you so much for your book purchase. So we got Sarita in the house on Clubhouse. All right. I've just brought you up to the stage so you can speak. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. We got Daniela in the house. Let me invite you up to the stage. Come on up and speak. All right. All right. You got to turn your thing down in the background because we're in here. So if you could hear me in here. Oh, we got Kathy in the house. Come on up, Kathy. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Let me move the microphone a little further down so that you all can come up. All right, so I'm on Clubhouse, so you'll be able to talk. You can look. I'm not going to be calling on people to talk. If you up here, say something. Oh, we got Kathy in the house. Somebody, so Kathy's mic is not muted. Come on. Oh, you're new. Okay, I'll give you a break because you're new. We got Ashley in the house. All right, go ahead, Ash. You're up on the stage. All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all so very much. Unique, come on in, everyone. Come on in. All right, so first one is going to Brittany. So, hey, Ash, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I was lowering my volume on my TV so that it wasn't like a double.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. All right. As long as I can get one book, keep putting one. All right. So how are you doing? Talk to me. Keep me company. You're not just up here to be pretty. Come on. All right. I know Tanya will talk. Come on now.
How y'all ladies doing today?
Hey.
Doing wonderful. How you doing? I'm doing wonderful. Let's see here. Sarita. Am I saying her name right? Sarita?
Yep, that's how you say it.
Okay. Hey, Sarita. Hey, Daniela. Hey, Tanya.
Hey.
Hi. Hey, Kathy. Hey, everyone. Hey.
Hey.
You guys want to talk?
I don't know. I'm actually at home.
It's so much
right
snow
now.
everywhere. Please, somebody send me a ticket to the Bahamas. It's so much snow everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh, are you in New York? Who has the snow?
Chicago.
I do.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to start snowing again tomorrow.
Really? Here you go, Brittany. This is your book signed. All right.
I'm in Tennessee. I'm going to take a picture and show y'all how sunny it is here.
Okay. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Right now, we are doing some book signings and just shooting the breeze. If you're on Clubhouse, hey, Cookie's in the house. Oh, Cookie has updated his picture. Cookie is going to be one of the vendors at the Galentine's Day event. So you all will be able to order from him directly there. So that should be good. So we're having an exhibition hall. So make sure that you all sign up for the Galentine's Day event. Come, make sure you're on my mailing list. All right. So let me get Brittany's package together. Welcome, ladies. Even if you hear me talking, you just continue speaking because I'm just talking for the people on video. Can you all hear the people in the Clubhouse room? Cookie, you not going to talk today? Oh, Reese, you got your book already? Yes, I'm so happy.
I am. I'm working on my last dozen. I'm going to be talking.
Oh, you know what? Somebody asked me today because I told them that you were going to be a vendor and they wanted to know if you ship your cookies.
Yes, I'm actually updating my shipping process right now, too, because we're going to start offering to ship like different variety amounts. So we'll be having that updated, too. So I'm excited about being involved in your event.
Okay, wonderful. I'm so happy. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I want to buy some cookies. I'm a big girl.
For my job.
All right. Will you hear that, Cookie? Hey,
No,
Poppy.
Yes, check my page out through to, Instagram and everything.
Okay. Yeah, PTR and see what it looks like here in Tennessee.
Okay. Oh, that looks beautiful, Ashy.
I'm jealous, actually.
That's Tennessee. All right, I want to be there.
You know what? I could take a picture of what it looks like over here in New York. New York is covered white with snow. Everything.
Yeah.
And it's like
Philadelphia, too.
Sunny. It's Ohio, too.
Oh, wow. So I guess it was
All right,
snowing.
Ashley, you getting kicked out of the I'm mad.
Literally, I was just on my porch drinking a glass of wine midday, and I was like,
She rubbing it in.
beautiful day.
Wait, I thought that was snow. That's not snow?
That's just the top of a building.
Oh, I thought that was snow. I thought we were all snowed in. You see how some people are just haters?
No, Ashley's not so snowed in. We're the only one.
Yeah, that's the top of the Target. I live right behind the Target.
Oh, yeah. Let us know where you live. That's wonderful.
Ashley, where's Tennessee are you? And what are you? Where in Tennessee are you? Because I'm moving.
I will give too much of my location. I'll just say I'm
fair
in
enough.
Tennessee.
But how long have you been there?
Now she don't want to talk.
Well, because I just realized like I live in a very popular area, and I'm like, let me shut up.
Yeah, well, you want to be Miss Popular, right?
No.
Now you got Poppy asking where you live. You're not going to answer?
I live in Tennessee.
Like about Tennessee, we'll keep it like that.
In the Nashville area. There we go. We'll keep it like that. I live in Nashville.
All right, first book is up. So let's get to the next book. I'm trying to sign these as fast as, I don't want to do it as fast as I can. I want to be able to do it nice. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, next person up is Teresa. When you come up to the stage, you got to mute yourself. I just muted you. Sharice. All right, go ahead, people. Go ahead. Kick that convo because I'm about to print the next label.
So, Cookie, you said you make vegan cookies?
He said he's working on his last batch. He may not be able to answer fully. So you engage one of the ladies in the room because Cookie is a man on a mission. He said in his last relationship, he realized he needed to up his financial game. So now he has turned into a cookie making empire.
All right. I could appreciate that.
And his cookies look gigantic. They're the size of the palm of a person's hand.
That's the real
Those
size?
do look
Wow.
good.
They look good, and I like how chunky
They look delicious.
So listen, Cookie, if you want to be a vendor, you're going to need to make a video, whatever video it is that you can make to promote, because in the exhibition hall, they'll be able to click on the video and watch your promotion. And then they'll be able to, join your mailing list and order. They can come to your
I'm thinking
website.
about putting that together now.
Okay, yeah.
Can I be a part of that?
Huh?
How can I be a part of that?
What product are you selling?
I hand make my own. I make lip butters, lip scrub. I got lip oils, and I also make lash growth serum.
Okay, hold on. Hello?
Rich Poppy, you said you moving here to Tennessee?
This is Tanya. How can I help you?
Oh, are you guys talking to me? I'm sorry. What's up?
You said you were thinking about moving to Tennessee?
I'm in New York. This is definitely going to be
Yes.
my last
Hi, I'm
winter.
fine, thank you, but I'm actually working right now and I cannot speak. I was actually trying to turn down the volume when it answered the call anyway.
Tanya, you talking to us? Do you know your mic is on? Anyway.
No, she's not.
If you can call me back tomorrow, that would be great, but earlier in the day, like right now, I have a big rush before 5 p.m. All right, thank you so much. Perfect, thank you. All right, sorry about that. My phone is going crazy. Sorry, I'm working, as you all know. All right, so go ahead. What was the last? I didn't hear the last thing. I'm signing order. I'm autographing too. So this book is going to Teresa in Kansas City.
Cool.
Oh, so you were selling that you were saying that you sell lip butter and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know
I make
what?
my own lip butter.
Contact me privately.
Okay. You want me to send you an email? Or you
Yes,
want me to
send me an
do
email. Send me an email. I
Okay, I
typically because I typically do not work with people who do skincare products in terms of advertising on my platform. So I'm just going to say that up front because I don't want you to. I was going to have you write to me privately and then just let you know, but I'm just going to say that up front. I don't typically work with people who are doing lotions, creams, facial things, and all of that.
No problem.
Because, and part of the reason, and I'll tell you all up front, part of the reason is because of TKO Skin. So if there's a person who is seeing a person who has skincare products advertised on my platform, they're going to feel that they have the seal of approval from Tanya TKO and TKO Skin. So that's part of the reason that I don't work with skincare companies in terms of having them as sponsors. Simply because of I don't want to call it a conflict of interest, but because of that, I'm sure you can understand.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So Cookie, you were saying you're shipping worldwide. Are you shipping internationally?
Oh no, not worldwide yet.
Okay.
Just through the United States.
Okay.
And I do want to also encourage all my Black women that's out there that's trying to start their own business. If you bake or you make cakes or whatever, it's a great business to start because once you get it going and you make good stuff, you can make good money. So I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I started making cookies and I started making money. I've been literally doing this business for 4 years. So it's starting to pay off for me now.
Wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that. We have any other entrepreneurs in the house?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. What are some of your other businesses? I guess nobody wants to talk now.
I didn't want to jump in. Hi, how are you? I'm watching you on YouTube and I'm on Clubhouse.
Oh, are you? Okay.
How are you? I'm a vocalist. I'm working on my original songs. I'm also a writer. I write short stories. I actually started a podcast in December, and the powers that be shut my podcast down because my.
What was you on there moaning?
No. I was narrating my short story. So.
And what was you doing, moaning?
Was it erotica? No, it wasn't erotica at all.
Okay.
They didn't like the fact that I added my own music,
Oh.
and they sent me an email saying that they weren't meant to be a musical kind of a thing. So no problem. Nobody defeats me. I'm just going to go to YouTube. I'm going to continue writing my short stories and narrating them, and I'm going to add my music. And so yes, I'm just kind of an artsy chick, just doing my thing out here, doing my thing.
That's nice.
Yeah, I just had an epiphany. Did you ever think, see, this might be a good connect. Have you ever thought of doing a short story, Sonia?
What type of short story?
Like just something brief about yourself that could be like.
If I do a short story, it's going to be erotica. Help get some people pregnant out there. That's what I'm going to be doing. Have you out there running back to your ex.
Okay, so I guess I'll go next because we'll talk about erotica.
Okay.
So y'all know I'm Ashley O. Or Ashley, according to Tanya.
According to who?
Ashley with an L.
According to your own name that you have put there.
Thank you, Tanya. So what I do is I'm an authoress. I write short stories and poems. I do erotica as well. So I'm all about it. And I actually, people giggle, but I do church erotica.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
What is church erotica? You hear the nastiness some of my knockouts are into? What is church erotica?
Girl, I'm following you. Okay.
Church people have sex too, okay? Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of stuff that happens inside the church house. I just write about it, okay?
Oh my gracious, I guess so.
Why you think all these church people have all these babies, okay?
Oh my.
Blessing at the end of the church service.
I thought that was before they found Jesus.
Oh no, it'd be during and after. They keep backsliding. That's why they use the word backslider.
Oh, okay. Church erotica.
That's just my experience in Black church. It might be different in other churches.
So, do you want to become a vendor at the Galentine's Day event?
I could if you want me to.
If I want you to, it costs $100 to be a vendor. So if you, it's a special. Typically, it's $1,000 to advertise on my platform. But this is my first event, so I'm giving everybody a huge discount. So if you want to get in now.
Okay. What do I do? I just go to your website?
You know what? Yeah, send me a message so that we can set that up. And you just need to make a video because the video is going to be there in the exhibition booth to advertise for you. And then people can sign up to your mailing list. They can come to your website and they can do things like that. Okay?
Yeah. And then right now I'm working behind the scenes a little bit and I'm getting it started. I don't know if y'all PTR'd and see my baby there.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh, okay. We see. So you in the church, huh? And you have a new baby? How cute, too. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I'm starting a baby boutique in his precious little face. He's lit my world up. And so I want to start a baby boutique and so that's what I'm working on right now with my brother.
Okay, wonderful.
Nice. And yes, I can write erotica too. I just want to add that.
Oh my Lord. Here come all the erotica coming out now.
Oh my.
Oh, purchase my book. It's called The Conversation Piece. It's located on Amazon.
I hear you. All right, who do we have up next? We got Noah in the house. Go ahead. Who else is a business owner in here who wants to come advertise or be a vendor at the Galentine's Day event that I'm having on February 13th? Hello?
Tanya, maybe you should do a room title that maybe one day, maybe later, you should do like business owners or something.
Oh, really? Oh,
that would be a good way.
Okay.
You should do a bedtime story telling thing.
Really? I'm not selling my voice for free.
You have the perfect voice for it.
I'm not giving it up. Y'all gotta pay. You want to hear this sensual voice?
Tanya, where are you based?
I'm in New York. Who's asking that?
So this is Lennox or Poppy down at the bottom.
Oh, wait, Poppy, you're the one that came into my room the other night and you were talking about your views on marriage, right?
Yes.
Now you asking me where I'm at? Right now we're broadcasting live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and we're inside Clubhouse. So for those of you who are on the other platforms, come on over to Clubhouse if you want to become a part of the Audible conversation. I'm autographing books right now. Poppy, where are you at? Poppy Lennox?
I'm in New York.
Are you now?
Hold on, wait a minute. He gave his geo. He said he's 3 hours. He want to let you know, Tanya, he's 3 hours.
3 hours where?
Knows what it is.
Away from
There's
you.
Springs, if you're familiar.
He's gonna knock on your door tomorrow.
He ain't not.
He said away from you.
This man is in a committed relationship and he doesn't believe in marriage. So he can knock on my door if he wants to, but it ain't gonna open.
Amen.
Tanya, how are you single? Wait, you're single right now?
Huh?
Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me that you're single?
I am single and I'm having a Galentine's Day event for women on February 13th.
Okay.
What is this okay about?
I'm just taking notes. I'm getting to know you.
What notes are you taking, Papa?
Same notes I take whenever I'm asking questions. Just get a sense of who Tanya is. You brought up the whole...
I hear you. Listen, I believe in marriage. I don't believe in no contracts and you bringing the contract paper to the hospital talking about, this is my friend, my partner, and this is our contract. I'd like to come in and no, that ain't going to happen.
I thought he was in a committed relationship.
I know, but apparently he's playing the field. Does she know you on here asking women where they live in, Poppy?
Oh, of course she does.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Bring her on so we can ask her.
I know, right?
She's on this app somewhere sometimes. But yeah, no, you were talking about business. That's why I was interjecting.
I hear you.
You were asking for these vendors.
I don't think mommy want to hear about that, Poppy.
Exactly.
No, stay, Poppy. No,
This is why we could never be together, Tanya. This is why.
Exactly. No, we could never be together because you don't believe in marriage. And I'm not shortchanging myself, standing up there looking at wedding gowns, shivering in the night. No, I ain't gonna be doing all of that.
Oh, I think you scared Poppy off. He's gone.
Poppy ran away.
Hey, Poppy.
Poppy, you fell out for a second. You all right over there? Your fingers trembling on the keyboard?
Hey, Poppy.
Must be a heartbreak. What's up?
Poppy, I'm with you. I don't believe in marriage either, so I don't believe in it either. We're cool.
What do you believe?
And you the one who don't write erotica, right?
He the one breathing hard in the microphone.
People are crazy.
I guess at this age, I just believe in people just, doing whatever they want to do. If you want to get married, cool. But I enjoy being myself. I'm single AF. I love it. I'm happy. So I enjoy just being myself and not being told what to do by anybody.
I think more people are enjoying being single nowadays.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Yes, but you see the difference between what you're saying is you're saying you don't believe in marriage and you believe in being single, right?
I believe in being free.
He's in a relationship with a woman who wants to get married and he don't believe in marriage.
Well, that's a tragedy.
See, he's not with a woman like you who's like, I'm single,
right,
free, and I'm just happy
free.
No.
When you put it like that, you make it sound terrible.
You hear him?
No, that's not the situation that I'm in. I'm in a relationship with a woman that I just dated
after 45 years.
No. I'm in a relationship with
He
someone.
want a bird in a tree, one in a hand.
Okay.
So now he's talking about how he only been with her for 6 months now.
Because what you're describing makes it seem as if we've known each other for years, and I keep telling her no.
You said she's the one, right? You said that you already combined finances with hers, right?
Yeah, we make the moves we're building together, absolutely. So in the future, that is absolutely a possibility.
You hear that?
Granted, I'm not going to do it in
She wants marriage, and you don't want marriage. So will you guys? I'm just just
because we're two consenting adults. She knows what I'm being honest and upfront about, and it's her decision to stay or
true.
go.
Facts.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? When you end up crushing a person, it has an effect on you. When you see that person's, drying up on the insides, you're gonna stand up there and be like, but you knew, but that person is still gonna be crumbled before you in a puddle of tears. What you gonna do to your heart to make it not feel?
Well, I don't know about all of that. My partner, she's not crumbling in any sense that I'm aware.
Not now, but give it 5 more years as she's there with her fingers gnarled, looking through those wedding magazines.
Are you speculating, or do you know for a fact?
Relationship specialist, she knows.
What happened, Pops? We ain't hear you.
Oh, she knows. She's a love
I don't like
specialist.
to
She knows.
play mind games, so I don't do speculation. If you know for a fact that she's crumbling, please let me know.
I said give it 5 years. You heard me.
Yeah, that's not happening. My life is too fantastic, and everyone in it is enjoying that fantastic side of me. So no one's crumbling. And
Give it 5 years when her ovaries start throbbing inside of her body.
Let that woman go. Find someone
Throbbing ovaries, really? Throbbing.
Well, you just wait till them ovaries are in there shaking like a leaf in the night, wondering when mama's gonna get married so the children can come through.
Like a leaf in the night. Okay,
well
that's deep.
before that.
Okay, well, you go on ahead then.
But truth is, though, she does know what she's dealing with. She wants marriage, and she's with him. I mean, she's with him.
How old is the young lady that you're with, Poppy?
I'm 33. She's actually older than I am.
How old?
I'm not gonna tell a woman's age.
Is she over 35?
We can't see her. Well, how old
We'll
is
say
she?
that, yes. We'll say she's over 35.
Is she over 40?
Is she in childbearing age?
Is she over 40?
She is childbearing age. I like that question.
Is she over 40?
If she's 35 and older, she's right where she needs to be.
Who is combining their finances after knowing somebody for 6 months? I know people.
Come on now.
Don't share
Come on now. Come on with it.
Don't share
Let's just keep it 100. I'm from the West Side of
Thank
Chicago.
you.
That sounds crazy. She's
Thank
trying to
you.
buy you, boo.
You got a sugar mama.
Either that, she got a sugar poppy.
Right.
All I know is that, no, we don't share bank accounts. I give her sound ways to use her money to make more money, and we're building in that sense. So if anything were to end today, God forbid, we'd be able to move separately, and we wouldn't be tied up in any financial way.
Do you want
Sounds like a
children?
pyramid.
Okay. Do you want
Uh,
children? Do you want children? I'm curious. Do
Absolutely.
you want
I want
children?
a whole army. Yes.
You want an army of children?
He's going to build with her with all the money he's making with her and go find him a 25-year-old. Okay.
See, this is what I know.
Wow, that's how you doing it, Poppy?
No, that's what she said. So, I mean, she's going to pay me as the villain. I might as well play the part.
So if you like, this is my thing. So you would want to have children, and your children have your last name, and then she's standing there like that is so embarrassing as a woman. You standing there, hey, baby, little L, baby, little Poppy, Poppy, little Junior, and then they
Baby, little Poppy.
they like,
Baby little
well, whoever you are, like. Then she
That's
just,
why we can't
she
be
just
together,
admits
Ashley. You
whatever.
won't tell me where you live. and
Poppy
you wanna
Jr.
do wrong things.
But not only is it embarrassing for her, she can't do anything. Say, for example, you were to get into a car accident, God forbid. She can't make any type of medical or legal decisions on your behalf because she doesn't have your last name. It's not just a piece of paper. It's the legality of it all.
Yeah, she can't even come back into the room. You can't even come back into the room if she doesn't allow you. Like, if she decides when she has those kids that she doesn't want you in the room, she can tell the doctor not to let you in, and there's nothing you can say about it. Or
He
if
can.
If she gets hurt,
He can say something because he said that he is going to get joint life insurance, so he can bring.
Oh my goodness, I'm done.
He said he's going to bring his joint life insurance paper to the hospital and say, "Look, that's my partner in there. Look, we got joint life insurance."
Right.
Y'all are
And
funny.
they gonna have to verify that. And by the time you did all of that, she'd have bled to death, okay? Because they have to verify everything. I'm trying to figure out, is this real? Is this a real document? They gotta get a lawyer. They're gonna get a child. No, it's too long. It's over now. Now the decision has been made. We have decided not to resuscitate us.
You hear that?
What is that? Really?
If you're making a decision at the last minute about how you want the last moments of your life to take place, you made a mistake well before that, and that has nothing to do with me. So everything's documented.
No.
So if she get hit by a car,
Tobias is the voice of reason.
Tobias is not going to be the voice of reason here. Y'all are outnumbered.
Oh yeah, we'll tear him up. He's not the voice of reason. We will tear his ass up.
Tobias understands the legal side of it.
Can y'all catch me up to speed? Good morning, everybody.
Tobias, you know what it is.
Hi, Tobias.
Howdy.
So the ladies have ganged up on Poppy because Poppy is flirting with the women in the room, and then I let them know that he's in a committed relationship but doesn't believe in marriage, and that's all they needed to hear before they pounced. It was like steak in a room full of pumas.
Okay, just so we're clear, was he flirting with the women, or was he giving them a general?
He was asking the women where they live and how they could be together. He was like, "This is why we can't be together."
He was flirting with Tanya straight up.
Okay.
Clarifying questions.
And he was flirting with Ashy too. He done run Ashy off. Oh no, I see Ashy.
He hasn't even checked my bio. I am a happily married woman, Poppy.
Oh, you hear that? But you know what, ladies? Let me peep you to game. Tobias is married, but he says that financially he would have been better off if he didn't have 5 mouths to feed, if he only had one. So that's Tobias' story.
You are an expert at sensationalization. And I would say that is a gift. That is a gift. Seriously. That is a real gift.
Thank you for the facts, Tanya. Thank you for the facts. We appreciate the facts.
Ladies, do your thing.
Let me give you a conversation. You know, marriage isn't just a piece of paper. It's also protecting the wealth and making sure it gets in the hands of your kids.
And me and Tobias have figured out.
So, I mean, if you look at it from the standpoint of how marriage was created, because, you know what I mean, you can have stuff in your will, but it doesn't necessarily, I mean, there's things that can be challenged, but if you have something like marriage, that's concrete. You know what I mean? So no one, you know, if you married someone and then got divorced and got married to someone else, the first wife couldn't say, well, I get everything that's left to be in the will, because if you have a new wife when she died, you understand what I'm saying?
You better preach, Anita. Preach, girl.
I agree. And I want to quickly clarify Tanya's point that I made previously. I believe in marriage. I love Black love. I am happily married to my unambiguously Black wife. I would marry her again today. What I said previously was that I was already, before marrying my wife, I already had 4 degrees. I was already a lawyer. I was already motivated. I was already doing all the things that I needed to do from a financial perspective. I didn't marry my wife for her to be a material contribution to my income or wealth building. I married my wife because I loved her and I want to spend the rest of my life with her. I took her last name because I love her and I want to spend the rest of my life with her. That said, if I'm being transparent, I am poorer, right? Because now she's not working. She stays at home with our children. We have an au pair, right? We have 3 cars. We have a mortgage, and all of that comes out of my income because she's not producing income. So I am poorer, but I'm happier. I love her, and I'll be poor again for her. But the
happy wife, happy life.
Look, yeah, happy wife, happy life, happy husband, happy home. And so I'm happier, but I am poorer, and that's okay with me because I made that decision intentionally.
Tobias, I just had 2 questions for you.
Sure.
So one, because I'm just doing a little survey based off of somebody who I know. What made you take your wife's last name?
Because I think there was not a son in the family.
Exactly. My wife's father had 2 twin daughters. Oh, okay.
We took each other's last name because we have a kind of partnership. So she took my last name, I took her last name, and we combined it. But because her last name comes first, I just use her last name professionally. Even though it's on the full last name is on my driver's license and on my bar information, but I only go by Sproul, which is her last name.
Oh, okay. Also, have you ever thought about having her do start a business? Like, I know print on demand is a huge type of business, just so she could bring us or, do something.
Actually, she doesn't need to work. I think it's a waste of time for her right now. She doesn't.
So why you say that?
No, she does. It's more important that she focus on our children, right? If she wanted to work, right, she could. I'm not stopping her from working, but I love that, we have two adults who are always home. Her and our pair are there for our children. We have 3 kids that are 4 and under, right? So she can just take one kid to the doctor and focus on that one child at the doctor's visit as opposed to, corralling all 3, right? She can go grocery shopping unencumbered by children. If she wants to.
It sounds like you blessed. It don't sound like you poor. It sounds like you actually.
You know what? I don't even know why Tobias brings up money.
I was this way before I met her, right?
Same.
So I'm saying, on a per distribution.
Hold on for a second. This book right here was signed to Gurney in Florida. So thank you for your book. It's signed and on the way. All right, go ahead, everyone.
All I'm saying is that if I were not married, I would be further on. I would be retiring at 45. I wouldn't have to work anymore. Again, I choose to work. I love her. I'll do it again. But I am relative to what I would be. I am poor.
And you have fun making those 5 babies, and they have your legacy, and they'll have somebody to push you in the wheelchair, not down the stairs, but
Yeah, you sound blessed. You sound absolutely blessed. So
you know what it is? You know what it is? I don't understand why men don't seem to get that the relationship that they have with their wives actually makes them more productive. It keeps them on track. It stops them from taking more risks with their lives. It helps them live longer. The love helps, prolong their life. So, and helps them make more money.
I was happy. No, I was that way before. I love my wife. I'm happy.
Yeah, but you know what? Just because you were some way 10, 15 years ago doesn't mean that until your dying day you would stay that way as you look around with the cold breeze blowing through the cupboards of your home while you're there alone in front of the fireplace, shivering.
Oh, man, you blew him away.
Okay, he's
Oh my
gone.
gosh, shivering.
Tanya, did you copyright?
Maybe I missed it. So what's Poppy's reason for not wanting to get married? I think that's the real question.
Oh, that's a good question. But I wanted to ask real quick.
He don't want to be poor.
Poppy, answer the question. Answer the question, Poppy.
Tanya, you a copywriter? I just want to say real quick.
Am I a copywriter?
You have such a way with words that it's fun, even if it's attacking me. I just wanted to know if you're getting paid off of it somehow.
I do have the gift of oration and narration as well as story creation. The book I wrote is the Book of Affirmation Self-Love, which is available right now on my website. If you come over to TanyaTKO.com, click on the shop, you can order your copy of the Book of Affirmations and change and rewrite your whole subconscious programming.
Hey, man. All right, so that's a topic we should have one day.
Poppy, are you gonna answer my question?
You see him trying to change the subject. He think he think you got a child's mind.
Tanya, you know what's sad when you sit back and think about it, the way that you are, and I know a lot of it is your own doing, but when you sit back, somebody invested in you is the reason why you are the way that you are. You know how he asked you, are you a copywriter? I feel like you're so eclectic, but it's based off of who you are and whoever poured into you from just the crux of your being. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, because my father married my mother. He made an honest woman out of her.
Oh, hi everybody.
I'm sure that's
Hi.
the rest of the conversation that happened.
So what's the answer, Poppy?
The answer without answering. So
Poppy doesn't want to be
we
poor.
already know. But
You said why?
underlying issues.
What underlying? Wait, what? That wasn't the original question. What you talking about?
Why don't you want to be married?
I put family over marriage. So marriage in the modern context is just a government contract that tells us what we can and cannot do as a married couple.
That is not true.
And
I get it.
in the biblical sense, marriage is a man.
Let the man answer the question. If you're going to ask somebody a question, let them Anita,
tell the government that you don't, go try to get married without the government's involvement, and then let me know how that goes. So what I'm describing is the biblical marriage, which is where a man and God decide on the wife to be, and they commit to that. They have a covenant. And the families are joined in that union, and they build a family, an empire together.
Well, then you'd have to get out of the government in order to live that way.
he said he's leaving the country.
Your
That
logic.
is the misconception. And so the reason why I don't say marriage, I say marriage in that classic sense, but I know that when people are talking about
Hold on, everyone. Hold on for one quick second. This book is going to Courtney in California. Thank you. All right, go ahead, everyone.
So you want a life partner, Poppy?
A what partner?
A life partner.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. The only nuance that I separate is that I don't need legal documents to tell me how I'm going to be in my relationship.
You don't find that selfish to your children?
Yeah.
Why would
You know
be
what?
selfish?
Hold on. Everybody, please mute yourselves really quickly, right? Please. One of the things that I want us to do is if we ask a person a question, please let them answer the question. Ask them follow-up questions, but because if you want to talk to a person just to attack them, then you can save it. Everybody has a different point of view. If you want to talk to a person to find out how their mind works and what it is that they have going on, we can do that without, hollering at the person or telling the person that they're wrong. If you feel that a person is wrong about a thing, present the evidence for why they're wrong, not just your feelings. All right. And so if we ask a question, Poppy or Tobias or whomever, please, I was joking earlier. I don't want us all to be jumping on a person like a piece of red meat. Well, I don't eat red meat. A nice juicy watermelon. So let Poppy answer and ask him probing questions so you can understand his point of view. So that if you're going to attack him, you have all the ammunition you mean. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, I meant allow the man to speak.
Exactly. When you're making a mistake, don't stop.
I wasn't trying to attack him. I forget who said this. Someone said, "Don't you find that kind of selfish?" And I just backed up that question with, "Yes, that's what I was about to come back to."
That's a good question that I don't understand whatsoever. Can you describe to me what my unborn children think of me?
You know something?
No, it's not about what they think about you. The person asked, "Don't you think that's selfish not to have marriage?" Because what I explained, what I was saying before was, marriage also protects your legacy and your wealth and ensures it's passed to your children. So, like, if you you're in a relationship with someone and say they want to be your lifetime partner, and they agree to not get legally married on paper, and they have kids with you, and you were to pass away, you can leave it in a will, but someone else can contest it, and your kids will not get it because you were not married. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Does that make sense? I think that's what I'm trying to get you to understand is all. That's all.
No, yes. And you missed out on the fantastic conversation me, Tanya, Tobias, and about a half dozen others had, where I explained all these details and nuances. Because you can have so much of what is protected and set up in the marriage that I'm not intending to have, with just legal documents, lawyers, this, that, the other. So there are so many different ways that a single human being can protect him or herself and still have a family, children, this, that, the other, own property together, and still pass on the things that were accumulated in that lifetime. The only difference between me and any other person that will get legally married is that I'm not going to file those government documents. Everything else is the same. God is the same. My commitment to my partner is the same. The children that we'll raise and how we'll raise them will be the same.
But hold on for a moment. Didn't Tobias, the lawyer, tell you that there are certain protections that are embedded in marriage, which you cannot find another document to duplicate, that there are going to be things that fall through the cracks? He did say that, correct? Right, Tobias?
Yes, that is the correct paraphrasing. So one of the things that I think I remember mentioning was Social Security benefits, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how that would transfer if you're not legally married. Right? How do you assign Social Security benefits to a non-married person?
And I complicated it further by saying that we're going to be traveling and getting second passports, this, that, the other, and moving to another country. So absolutely, there are details that either cannot be addressed or will not be addressed, but it's not because we are irresponsible and haven't thought about them in the first place.
Okay, hold on, everyone. This book right here is going to Tanya R. in Georgia. Thank you very much for your book. It's on the way. All right, go ahead.
Tanya, I just wanted to say thank you. I got my 2 books today with the autographs on them, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad that you got that. Did you like the note inside?
I did. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you. See, the books are going out slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. All right. Go ahead. Anita, your phone mic, are you on an Android or an iPhone? Your phone microphone is leaves some to be desired.
Oh, I'm on mute. I thought it was.
No. I'm talking about before when you were talking, it was like blasting out. It was like
Oh, I'm on an iPhone, so I might have had a weak connection.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's quite all right.
Where were we? Poppy, it just seems like you're going to like great lengths in order to just avoid being married. That's what I'm getting.
Meanwhile, I'm doing all the things that you would want a husband to do for his family.
Everything
except the marriage part.
Your last name.
So the last name, again, you can, my wife will have my name, my children will have my name. Everything passes on. The only difference is, actually, besides the signing of the government document, what do you think is something that I'm not doing?
Oh, okay. So then you just don't want to have a celebration. You don't want to celebrate.
No, who said that?
You just said you don't want to marry, so I'm so confused. You don't do it.
She doesn't have to put your last name on anything.
I'll keep it
in
this
regards
simple.
to the children.
She has your last name.
I will say this. All right, here's the real question. Why do you want to get married? Can you say it in one sentence to keep it simple?
Great question.
I want to get married
For security.
because I love my partner, security, and a relationship that will last beyond me.
Okay, that's interesting. Anyone else?
I want to get married for those same reasons, and to have a business contract that if you break it, there's consequences. There is no consequences if you don't sign a contract. Boom.
And maybe Tobias can chime in. That's a separate conversation.
I'm confused.
But maybe the reason why it's easy for me to do this is because I do business. I work at Google and I've worked Sony Pictures Television. I made my money in fascinating ways. And in most cases, I never had a contract and I still got paid. So
in most cases,
the reason I bring this up is because those things are very noble that you brought up. I want to, for lack of a better word, to be married for a family, to continue my legacy. I'm the last of my name and my bloodline after my father. So if I do not have children, it's all gone.
She doesn't have to put her name on the birth certificate. Are you going to sign birth certificates? That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's because legally she can take those are still government documents.
Oh, no,
even land, even buying land together. How come you are willing to buy land with a woman, but not sign? I mean, that's still paperwork that you have to sign where someone can come in and tell you, no, you can't build that here, or you have to get a permit to do this, and you're willing to sign those papers together.
May I say something?
Hold on.
My point is this.
Wait, hold on, everyone, hold on. Who was it that said that about the governmental papers?
Maybe
about signing, about how when you go to, make some changes or do whatever, you still have to sign governmental papers. Who said that?
For land, for property?
Yeah.
I did.
Who was that? Vanessa?
Vanessa.
All right. I would love for you to address her concern, Poppy.
So I'll finish with my statement and then I can answer hers as well. What's important to me is having a family to pass down my blood and my family name. And I am focused on that. And the only way to do that is to have a partner that is focused on that. I would rather never get married or even, I don't know, just so many other scenarios. But I want that to be the commitment. And a lot of people will share in that. And some people think that you have to get married to do that. For me, the true covenant is me, God, and my wife deciding that we will have a family that lasts beyond the two of us.
Okay, can you address Vanessa's
And then,
Where would that be documented?
you can sign those documents and not have it be attached to your name in the first place. So there are many different ways that Tobias can probably elaborate on where you can.
Is
own
Tobias
property.
your personal lawyer, Trump? I'm sorry.
Can you elaborate on it?
Could you please
Well,
answer the
because I want-
question? I'm a realtor and I'm gonna
Everything that-
answer this about the property as well. If
So, for
you
instance,
and your significant other bought a house together, she doesn't have to get the house when you died. She gets half of it. Whereas if she's your wife, she gets the whole thing.
Or if I make,
Well,
what do you call it? Not circumstances. I can't think of the word right now. But if I make arrangements, that's what it is. If I make arrangements for that to be otherwise, that's a possibility. So Vanessa,
Okay,
you
Probate.
can get a property under an LLC. So I run businesses, and that's how I'm going to own the property that I choose to own.
And
This is
if
why
you
you
own
see-
the LLC together, she's still not your equal. She's a
Right.
partner, and it still falls under that.
Well, that's a separate conversation altogether.
And so leave her with all of this turmoil to go through if something were to happen to you, just so that you can secure your name. So this is
Where's
why
this
it
turmoil?
seems like you're
Leaving
being
his counsel
What's
to
turmoil?
the government
because
like he's trying to avoid.
What's
it
turmoil?
seems like you're being selfish because you want to have your needs met without
Absolutely.
securing the needs of your partner who will be carrying these children and birthing them.
And again, Tanya, Tobias, me,
May I
and
say something?
several other people, we've had this conversation, and all of that was addressed.
May I say something?
It
Is
could
it
not
okay?
have been clear.
So,
I just want to say
I'm
this.
sorry, give me
Okay.
1 second. Who is that wants to
Yes.
speak?
Charisse.
All right, Sharice, hold on for just one moment. There's
Yes.
someone on YouTube or Facebook who is saying that your healthcare by proxy dies when you die. And there's some other comments that are coming in where someone is saying, how do you think you deserve children and should be allowed to continue your legacy without some benefit to her? She's putting her life on the line, but you're focused on your exit strategy.
Right.
That was by SZ.
What
And
have I
then
said?
hold on, everyone. Hold on. I'm just reading the comments. And then Megan says, marriage documents give legal rights for you to advocate for your spouse in situations of death and dying, wealth distribution and assets, or to protect you from having to testify against your spouse in court. Can you not, will your business documents stop you from testifying in court? You'd be like, that's my business partner.
It does not.
And so Nat is
There-
saying that's a whole lot of words. He wants a baby mama and no commitment.
Exactly.
Okay,
That's
let's
what
see.
it sounds For instance, if you're
Erica
government job?
is saying, what does God have to do with this? Erica is also saying, does he have a social security number?
Mm-hmm.
Gypsy is saying, sounds like he wants an open door policy, to be honest. Okay.
May I say something? Okay.
Hi, Charisse.
Hi. So I'm a little confused. It just seems like everybody is speaking about this gloom and doom at someone's choice to not get married. He just doesn't want to get married. That's all. And I'm the same. Like I'm past childbearing years. I've got a son. You know, I was once married, but I didn't necessarily have to be married. I didn't really want to be married. It wasn't really my dream when I was a little girl. So my life right now, it's not like I'm avoiding marriage. The word was used like he's avoiding. It's not an avoidance. It's not an excuse. It's just he doesn't want to be married. It's really that simple. And he's got that right. And I have the right too.
Hold on. I'm so
not-
sorry. It sounds like
But
people are
we-
taking this personal, and it's not personal
Right.
to.
It's not, but I'm just saying that it's like
Because
do
Sharice,
we really-
to be honest, it sounds like you're hollering, Sharice.
I don't mean to. I'm sorry, because I'm on my iPad and I'm trying to be heard. I don't mean to sound like that. I'm not yelling at all. I'm just saying that when we look at Oprah and Stedman, like I don't think either of them think that they're disrespecting each other. They just have their personal thing.
But they also
Sharice is not the same thing. Sharice is not the same thing. I'm divorced. I was married for 21 years. I'm divorced, and I couldn't see myself going through that, giving birth to my children, and not having any security. I don't know if I want to get married again. It's not the same thing, and it's not
okay. Hold on. Listen, hold on, everyone. Hold on. Tanya, I've just come upon your order, and I see that you've ordered one book, but I know that you're on the mailing list. So, did you mean to order one book?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's it. Okay, go ahead, Daniela.
I know. I when you say it's not the same thing, I don't know what you mean. I'm just saying that he has made the choice to not be married, and I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. I don't see.
Can anyone hear me?
I don't see the gloom and doom. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Listen,
yes.
I know there's nobody here that wants me to get upset, right? I love open dialogue, and I want us to be able to communicate openly, but I want us to also be able to respect when someone has the mic, and also to listen, not just continue to make interjections as a person is talking and respond just to answer, right? And I want that I want us to be able to treat Poppy with that. I want us, each of the women in here, to treat us with that same accordance, right? So listen, Daniela was speaking before I interrupted. And then also I want to state this, because what it is that I'm hearing is a comparison between a woman who does not want to have more children, Oprah, who never wanted to have children, and the people in the room who are first of all, now Oprah is beyond childbearing years. Oprah is a woman who has gone through a tremendous amount of abuse in the past, and she is I believe she crossed over into billionaire status. So with Oprah not wanting to have children and Stedman being whoever he is in her life, you know, we really can't speak for what exists in their life and why. We don't know who Stedman is to her and to what degree, or what Oprah truly wants or has expressed to him, because I know when he had COVID, he was out in the guest house and people were leaving a plate of food down by his door. And that is what I did a video on. And when they went walking, Oprah was walking with the women and Stedman was walking behind with his COVID. So I want us to use real life examples, but I don't want us to take it personally as if we are being attacked on a personal level. And I'm referring mainly to you, Sharice, because it sounds like with them talking to him about him not wanting to be married, that you feel that they're talking about your situation. And it's not personal to you, and people have their opinions about it. And Poppy is a different type of person. You know, Poppy he is not taking this personally. He's a very jovial, fun-spirited guy, and most of the women here are just ribbing him. At the end of the day, yes, it's his personal choice. We don't know Poppy. You know what I mean? This is his choice. This is his life, and the woman that's in his life. We're having a conversation. By the time that we start taking it personally and we're speaking fast and loud and stuff like that, that's when we have to really kind of take a step back and figure out why we're being triggered by what other people are saying. So Daniela, I'm going to hand the floor back to you. Tanya, I'm about to autograph your book, and then you all continue forward, and then I'll read some more comments from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter after that.
Fun.
You already said everything, so I don't need to talk. But basically, I was saying, don't take it personally. It's not an attack on you. I'm not married, and I don't know if I want to be married. I recently divorced after 21 years, and I'm happy. I already have grown kids, yada, yada. But this is about women that are entering into that. It's not on you. It's not about you. And like she said, he's not taking it personally.
No,
yeah.
sure.
I would like to just
none of us know each other, so
Can I say something?
hey, absolutely, love.
Yeah, so I think just because I've just been sitting back listening. At first I was just playing around with Poppy, joking, about her bleeding out to death and everything, making jokes, poking fun, just
Right.
Get the banter going.
I'm gonna tell her you said that.
But from what I can ascertain, and just like listening to everything, just to sort of get a balance here. So we have on one side Poppy, who says, he does not want to get married. He wants to do all the other legal things, but the actual marriage itself. That he believes in, God and the covenant and everything of that nature. But he does not want to get married. Then we have the lady saying, we're just trying to just get him to look at a different perspective if he wants to have children. When he added that he wanted to have children, I think at that point, that's when the conversation shifted, because we already know Poppy, it seems, of the African-American descent. I could be wrong. And we can only assume that the woman he's with is of the African-American descent. And I think at that point, that's when all of us got concerned that, hey, you want to have like up to 5 children, or whatever, how many children you want to have. We want to, we want to make sure Poppy understands the risk that it is to bring a seed into this world, and not only just think about him and his children, but also her and what's best for her as well. And if marriage is something that she's requiring to make her feel secure about giving basically her life up, because she could lose her life at any given moment, giving children to him, he should just keep that in perspective. He doesn't have to do it, because at the end of the day, it's Poppy's life, it's Poppy's choice. And whatever he decides to do with him and his woman is between him and his woman. And then I think on your end, Sharice, I think what you jumped in there on that end was on you, where like you and Daniela are in a different bracket, where you women have already been previously married. Daniela has children. I don't know about you, Sharice, if you have kids or not.
Yes, I like to respond.
So you guys are coming from another perspective. So you guys are coming from another perspective.
I'm in the same perspective as you. I'm in a
may I respond to
and
you?
Everybody else, I think he wants a baby mama.
Oh wow.
Yeah, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Let's take a few moments to woosah. I'm gonna read some comments from Facebook and YouTube. All right. So
I was sort of wrapping up the conversation where we are so far. And I think that was just the difference there, Sharice. I really wasn't making anything for you like to comment back on. I was just sort of saying, this is what I'm hearing. This is what I've taken away so far. If I've missed anything, definitely if you want to jump in and add anything to it. But that's what I've taken so far from the conversation. I've just been listening after I made my little joke.
May I say something?
Yeah, but let's take a little breather, everybody. Okay. Let's take a little breather.
No, I'm ready getting home.
You know something? Somebody in here is trying to get beat. All right. So everybody here, this is a pretty small room. So everybody here is a knockout. So you know who I am and what it is that we're doing here. So I'm autographing books right now. This is the book of affirmation, self-love. The new copies came fresh off the press. You see that shine? You see that? They came fresh off the press, and this book helps rewrite your subconscious programming. I am autographing them. I opened up sales on my website. If you want to get a copy, the link is in the description. Give about 3 weeks for your books to be shipped, and give me a little bit longer for the books that came in on the 14th, because on that day we got more than 200 orders. And so I'm just going through a lot of them, just autographing. So just give me a moment on that. Epic Viral Japan is saying, I agree with this guy. Selfish and weak individuals need marriage, which they will never hold their own. All right, so that's how Epic Viral feels. SM says, it seems as though some men believe marriage is giving in, quote unquote, to women, when in reality, studies have shown that men benefit health-wise, financially, and emotionally. Okay. Erica De Niro says, marrying for love is some mess that benefits men and disservices women. Okay. Tiffany says, in the end, do whatever makes you happy. Not being married doesn't mean you can have a loving relationship / beautiful love. And Erica's came back to say, marriages isn't some romance novel. You are sole proprietorship, partnering, creating liabilities, and making investments. It's about, quote unquote, God and all that romance novel BS.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Derek is.
I'd still like to say something.
Listen, excuse me, Sharice, is there some confusion about the fact that I'm reading the comments from YouTube?
Oh no, I didn't know. I thought people just started to jump in.
No. The people are just making comments about the comments, but I'm still reading them. When I'm done reading them, then I'll let you all come back to the conversation. All right. Derek Cardin is saying arrangements, sure, but a paper that makes one person liable for another's financial actions is outdated. He/she run up their credit and it's on you. Okay. Gypsy is saying Oprah also lost a child and was traumatized by that.
Yeah.
And then Ophelia is saying that's okay, but majority of Black men always say they don't want to get married. All right.
Tanya, may I speak?
I just want to add some balance.
Hold on for a moment, please. Hold on, because we're all in here in the audio, but we are still broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube. So let me just read two more comments, and then we'll come back to Clubhouse. As long as his so Tamara Torres says, as long as his partner is content with the arrangement, it's their business. I certainly hope she feels the same about this as he does and does not just go along with it because it is what he wants. So he admitted in another room that if he asked her to marry him, she would, which means that she does want marriage. And SZ says there are literal studies that show that kids are affected differently when the parents are married versus just living together. The kids need security too. All right. So on those notes, I hope you all have kept your the things that you want to say top of mind. And I would love to go in order so that each person can get a chance to talk. So Ashley was the last person to speak. And then so we have Poppy next. Tanya, your book is autographed and on its way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, one, I want to know if all those people making comments are buying the book. That should be the new stipulation.
If you all have bought the book out there, put up the number 1 so I can see how many of you have gotten the book. All right, thank you for that.
You need to buy one for your girlfriend.
I can't put my number 1 up, but I bought it.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, and Tanya, that was going to be my next thing, which is we should do
But number 1
again with more intention, because if any woman that disagrees with the way that I'm choosing to live my life with my partner, your book will give them the tool to never end up in this situation.
Can you please answer some of the comments that people had given? This is your time to speak.
So, I mean, there's so many. There's a lot going on. But I'll say this to sum it all up, which is the reason why things are getting heated is because we all care. We all care about ourselves. We all care about our partner, whether they're in our life yet or not. And we all care about our future children. So that's why we each have a very particular way that we want to build that. And we each think that we have the best path forward. So as a man, I've made my decision on based off of what I've seen in this world and what I've experienced and the things that I've seen that have worked. And so I know that I'm putting family first, and I'm making these decisions because regardless of a document or not, because it's not necessarily a deal breaker, but I'm 99% sure that I will never sign that marriage document. But regardless, it's, will I, as a man, handle all my business to make sure all the concerns that have been brought up today are handled, regardless of whether or not I sign that document? And am I committed to doing all the work it takes to be with my partner and have all the children that we want to have and see them into adulthood so that way they can go on and make their own decisions? For me, I have done all that work, and I'm continually doing that work, and I'm committed with the choice that I made. But this is very much a personal decision that we all have to make for ourselves and our families. And I actually applaud everyone that's brought something up, because you're just affirming the fact that we all care as individuals and as a Black people about the Black family.
All right, thank you.
What happened?
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Let me pull to refresh so I see who's next after Poppy. So we have, it looks like Sharice. It looks like we skipped the whole row without me pulling to refresh. We'll come back up to the second row with Tanya and Cookie.
Okay. Hi. Okay, so first, I wasn't heated. I don't feel like I'm taking anything personal. Oh, yes. I'm speaking about what was said earlier. I didn't take anything personal, and I'm not triggered. I'm just saying that any adult at any age, whether you can have kids or not, if you choose not to marry, then I just respect your choice. I really don't see the doom and gloom. I don't see it. I don't, whether I felt this way when I was in my early 20s, I feel this way now. I'm 52. there's nothing wrong with marriage. I'm okay with someone. I just don't see someone making the choice not to as an unwillingness to, or they're making excuses to not be married. I just think he doesn't want to be married, and okay, don't get married.
Indeed.
Wouldn't that constitute as unwillingness?
No,
Who's next? Who's next? Let me pull to refresh so we can see. All right, we're gonna go back up to the second line because we skipped over that by mistake. So Tanya. Tanya, you have to press the microphone to unmute yourself. It looks like she dropped off temporarily. Cookie, did you have a comment?
Yeah, I'm also had a question, and I wasn't here when y'all originally had the conversation, so please don't think I'm being ignorant. But was there a specific reason why you just didn't want to get married?
The document itself, it's an unnecessary document, in my opinion, that other documents that two people can craft together that would do that could similarly do all the work of that one document. So yeah, but I'm focused on family, not signing documents.
And Tanya's back.
All right, Tanya, you're up next.
What happens if your partner decides that she wants to get married? She no longer just want to be in a relationship without being married.
Yeah, as I told Tanya, I tend not to, or no, it wasn't Tanya, it was at the beginning of this conversation. I don't speculate. That said, it's a question that, it has to come up because of the possibility of that. So if she says in the future that she's not interested, then that's what it is. Like, we separate. It would be a deal breaker.
I have a backup question. What do you, at this point, you have children with her, you're willing to walk away from that relationship with children?
It wouldn't be me walking away. I've already set in stone what I've decided for myself and my family. If she's not interested, she's the one that would be walking away.
All right. So then we have Anita up next.
Thank you for giving me the floor. So there was plenty of points that were made, like about healthcare, about benefits that weren't addressed. One other thing I want to point out is that, in recent life of, same-sex marriages, right? One of the reasons why people who are same-sex that want to get married is so their partners will have rights if something happens to them, that other documents such as marriage cannot provide protection over. I feel like it's more than just a piece of paper, right? It is protection, again, of your legacy, of your wealth, and being able to pass it on to your children and your partner. And there was a comment that was made that Tanya read saying that marriage allows people, or it insinuated it allowed someone to mess up your credit. Well, let me tell you, if someone gets a hold of your Social Security Social Security number, whether you're married or not, they can still jack up your credit. So that's a non-factor. So I yield the floor. Thank you.
Okay, who's up next? Pull to refresh and see who's next.
Key.
Okay.
Thank you for yielding the floor, Anita. I really don't have anything else to say on this conversation. Poppy feels the way he feels, and we feel the way we feel. We all have varied opinions on the matter. But I do agree with what you're saying, Anita. I really agree with what you're saying. Also, I want to tell you, Tanya, my mother said thank you for her autograph copy.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so happy. Tell her I love her.
We'll start tomorrow with the book.
No, start tonight.
Tonight?
Yes, you do it right before you go to sleep.
Who said that, Poppy?
I said right now is always a good time.
Yeah, you do it right before you go to sleep or right after you wake up. I love doing it before I go to sleep because while you're sleeping, those angels take the words and just manifest something really beautiful in your life. So keep doing that. This book right here is going to Balom in Savannah, Georgia. So thank you, Balom. All right, go ahead. Who's up next?
Tanya, it's Anita. I got to say, I just gave my second book to my friend just now, so she just thank you as well. Sorry.
Oh, tell her I said I love her. Thank you all so much. Who here is coming to the Galentine's Day event? If you are, speak up. Let me hear who's coming.
It's just me and Cookie as men on stage. That's fun.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi, who's that? Ablavi?
It's Ablavi. I just wanted to call in because I always watch you. I've been subscribed for a while. And I just wanted to thank you for making me realize to like cut off toxic friends and things like that.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, thank you. Thank you. You know what? We'll talk more about that. So who's up next after? So Key went. So Ablavi, it's your turn to speak. Did you have something to say about this conversation?
I just want to say this. I'm not telling this to you to be offensive, but I'm not somebody who really thought of marriage. And then I had a parent get very, very sick. And I started to see the benefits of marriage when it was all the medical documents that they had to go through, all the, leaving your job and everything like that and Social Security. And I'm not telling you should get married. I'm just saying it for me, seeing my parent go through that made me a little bit more open to being married.
Oh, wow. Okay. Got you.
I can speak to that if Tanya, or shall we go through Vanessa?
Yeah, you know what? Let's jump to Vanessa and then we'll circle back around to you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, we hear that reason so often that it just sounds like an excuse. So I think it's good for us to be able to ask questions and also give pointers or advice, because it just seems like a lot of guys or men are so willing to, they will sign any other paperwork, willing to sign multiple pieces of paper that one piece of so-called paper could take care of, could nip it in the bud. And they contracts, business loans, titles, everything except the marriage license, that's where they draw the line. And to me, unless you live off grid, that reasoning just doesn't make sense. No, that's
sure.
all.
And I can speak to that later as well.
Go ahead and speak on it now.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if you were going to reset like Tanya mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I know, but what was the point in cutting her off while she was speaking, only to be like, oh, I'll wait? So Vanessa, were you finished talking?
I thought she was.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point. It's just.
Yeah, and you know what, Poppy, I just want you to really just pay attention, because men do that a lot when women are talking. They just pull their testicles up and start beating women in the back with them. And it's like...
Buy this book. I want to hear the words in the book too. All right, go on.
So and that happens a lot here on Clubhouse, because women's voices just are overshadowed and overpowered by men quite often. And so you have to, you just have to, if you hear a few moments after a person finishes speaking, you can come back, because we've already told you, Poppy, that you were going to talk after, you're going to be able to address it after Vanessa. So Vanessa, I just want to make sure, listen, Vanessa, say a sentence or two more, just so we can make sure that you got everything out that you needed to say.
And a birth certificate, that's basically the same thing as a marriage certificate with your wife. If you're a birth certificate, if you don't sign a birth certificate, you don't have any rights to your child. So not only if something were to happen to you, would she be in trouble? If something were to happen to her, imagine if her family didn't like you. They just come through and they decide if she's going to be cremated, if she's going to be buried. They get to decide everything. And, so it works both ways. And even as far as credit goes, not one person is held responsible, both parties. So, if the man can run up her credit, she can run up his credit. The same thing occurs. Both people are held responsible, and that is more the point. It's like, it's more of it should be more about the security than about, like someone made a good point, about giving in. I think it's become cool to just say, I'm not getting married.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Vanessa. All right, I'm going to read a few comments. I'm going to read a few comments from YouTube and Facebook, and then we're going to jump to Poppy to respond. One thing that's good is if you kind of just jot down, some notes of things that you want to make sure that you address, so that you can make sure that you get to those. Give me 1 second. Let me just. All right. Okay. Erica De Niro is saying, the only way for a Black woman to increase her social standing is to date out. Black men don't increase your social standing. Elizabeth Holm is saying the African American community needs to do research of benefits of marriage. There's so many benefits for both parties. Okay. Lil Harvey is saying system is rigged. It's not your favor if you don't comply. Okay. SM is saying that brother, single childless women are the happiest and most secure per many studies. We have options since we are not saddled. Celibate, now that is not reasonable, seriously. So, and Tam Tam says she's coming to the Galentine's Day event. I'm gonna get the tickets up tonight. Right now, you see, I am signing autographed books. The post person is supposed to be here 24 minutes ago. So CC Breeze is saying, I'm a mess for talking about them testicles beating people in the back. Okay, so people are jealous of the knockouts on Clubhouse. Come on over to Clubhouse. All right, Flower is saying, and then we're going to jump back over to Clubhouse. Flower is saying, my children's father has died. No one in his family isn't thinking about his children. Whatever was valuable to him, his family took. I'm left out here with just his thoughts, how he said he's leaving money for the kids. Now I have to find money to hire a lawyer to find out what money he left for the kids because he didn't think he was going to die this young out of nowhere. I wish we had a plan than just hearsay. All right. So back over to, and I think what they're saying is, I think one of the things that Poppy is saying is to not have a plan, but to create a plan with legal documents. Did he had no plan whatsoever? You can answer that in the comments. All right, Poppy, now on to you.
Thank you. So I'm trying to think of the simplest way to address a lot of the thoughts here. I'll say it, and Tanya knows this. I have sickle cell anemia. So a lot of the decisions that you guys are discussing have already been put into action and have already been considered. I know that at 33, I was supposed to die 33 years ago, and every year since, and even 5 months ago. So death is a very real and regular part of my life, and it's gone into consideration with this marriage topic. So I hope that it gives you a sense of, I know Ablavi, you mentioned it first and foremost, but Vanessa, maybe that'll give you some context. The other side of it is, I'm trying to remember there's a lot of things being said all at once. But I'm trying to remember. So, yeah, there's just a lot going on. I thought it was just going to be a fun hump day.
Happy hump day. Happy hump day. No, can we go to another topic?
Yeah, sure.
I'll say this last point. And I'll bring up this last point, which is, and I think you guys can all agree if we're being honest with each other. We've had this topic as a people, as individuals in this room so many times before. But the men that were speaking on the same decision that I've made were using a different tone and had a different direction and had a different understanding of it. So I think my sincerity has shown through, not because it's an act, but it's just the way that I live. And I do this for a living. I work with men, and thousands of men over the past 3 years.
Oh my God, are you spreading your message of non-marriage to these other men?
Please don't tell me you're spreading this message. Oh no.
So men aren't allowed to interrupt, but the women can. All right.
I'm sorry. That just stunned me. Forgive me.
There was a clause after that statement, which is to say, I don't teach anyone to do what I do. I only share what I'm doing, and I show men how to make their own decisions for the life that they, because my path is not for everybody.
Oh Lord, right. Black women divest. This is a done deal.
So with you going through that and, saying that you have sickle cell and all of that, you wouldn't want to cement that so that at least if you have a child, they'd be like, oh, my dad married my mom before this happened. You kind of can like create. I don't know. I'm just
if that's the story you want to tell, absolutely. An aspect of the story that I need to tell or feel compelled to tell. And at the same time, my point was that those documents that need to be, a lot of the people are talking from a place of loss because that planning didn't happen before the marriage.
Hello.
And I'm saying I had those considerations in play before I even met the woman.
Okay, good. I'm just creating the packages right now.
Okay.
All right.
And also, have you taken into consideration, Poppy, because you say you have sickle cell, and normally it's 1 out of every 3 children that you have that will be born with sickle cell as well. And I don't know. I heard somebody say earlier, and I don't know if his partner has to have the trait in order for that to happen. What I'm saying is he doesn't know yet. She could not know either. But my thing is, if one of them did, I know somebody mentioned it earlier, but I'm not sure how that goes. But they were saying that the insurance would end. I'm not sure if that's a true fact when you die. So have you thought about like how to cover the kids once you're gone? I'm just sort of asking the question.
And again, so the simple answer to that is a real man handles his business, regardless of whether he has children, women in the picture or not. So me handling my business takes into account everything that my life is already. And as I introduce people into it, it's the responsibility that I take on by adding you into my life. As my partner.
I'm not sure you answered the question.
Not for me. Definitely.
I don't think there's any way to be able to foresee the future. So there's no way that you could have handled everything.
But the very act of having a child, if you're being responsible around it, is, as a man anyway, is to know, can I afford? So I know off the top of my head, it takes about $250,000 to raise a child to 18 years old. That means I'm planning with that money inside in my head. So I will have $250,000 before I have my first child in an account, ready, willing, and able for me, my partner, whoever is involved in that child's life, the village that I have in place. So that way, if I die, the next instance, that child is still taken care of.
Yeah, but that doesn't cover a mortgage. That's just to raise the actual child.
That's a separate responsibility that, again, I have taken into account. So that's what I'm saying. Everything that you're asking about are very legitimate questions, but what you're not taking into account is that I've thought about all of these things, and I'm not going to actually.
I'm not saying I'm
sound like you're a wealthy man, Poppy.
When my grandfather died,
the question,
personalities changed. So you never know what's going to happen once you work to pass. And it just would seem like, especially in your situation, marriage would be the simplest way to secure everything. But that's just, I think that's just how some of us see.
No, absolutely. Marriage is the absolute simplest, safest way for things to go well, and if things don't go well. However, I'm the kind of man that enjoys granular control over every aspect of my life. And the path that I've chosen allows.
It sounds like he wants the benefits of being married, but don't want to make that commitment.
Well, you know what? I'll jump in here and say this, right? The only thing that you can do is if you hear a man say that he doesn't want to get married and you know that you're not down for that, then don't be with him. It's as simple as that. Let him go find somebody who wants to be in that life. So let me read out some of the names. So we have Rashida in Lithonia, Georgia. Your book is ready. Charmaine in Birmingham, Alabama. Yours is ready. We got Aunika in Florida. Your book is on the way. And let's see. All right. So, oh my goodness. Oh, we got 2 Tanyas in a row here. So Tanya in Jonesboro, Georgia, your book is on the way. Okay, we're doing good. We're getting through these numbers. The postman said he's about half hour, so we got another half hour on here before he picks up. All right. Patrice in Memphis, this is your book on the way. All right, go ahead. Let me read some comments from YouTube and Facebook and Periscope. Black Buddha is saying someone can come in and take all of it or hold it up. Siblings are evil. Devontae is saying marriage is not the same as it was 60 years ago. Galen is saying that's his business and whoever chooses to be with him, not my preference personally. So I choose my partner accordingly. Okay. And Galen, I got your Cash App yesterday. Thank you. Let's see. SM says granular control, specific words. He is not marriage minded and control oriented. Galen also says thought we were changing the topic. Lee Harvey is saying he's looking for a surrogate. Oh my goodness. The God's Reign is saying he wants multiple women. Tam Tam says he said his village. Divest, ladies. He don't have to be white. Just a nice family man. Yeah, I know that's right. Yeah, I'm not down with the get down. And there are far too many Black men out here who don't really understand the benefits of marriage. So I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. Somebody asked me whether or not I make videos trying to convince people. I said, I don't convince nobody of anything. People who want my videos, come and watch them. As simple as that. People who want the book, come and watch it. You don't see me standing up there slapping people in the face with the book left and right. I don't do that. I just put it up in the background on my perch, and I let people get it if they want it. Let me go put my book there. All right, go ahead, Clubhouse. You can speak.
I don't know what else was.
I want another topic.
All right, choose the topic then. What's the next topic on the roster?
Yes.
Let's talk about the Holocaust. That's what I did.
What, the Holocaust? No.
He's being sarcastic. He's being sarcastic. Let's talk about the ghost from last. What was that? Yesterday's conversation about ghosts and I don't know, stuff flying and hitting people's cars and things of that nature.
There was a ghost hitting people's cars yesterday?
Was that yesterday or day before yesterday? It was on one of these Clubhouse.
Oh, you're talking about when we broadcast last.
Yes, the last time we were on Clubhouse.
Okay.
I wasn't able to get on, but I was listening on YouTube, and it was quite the experience.
What happened?
There was a young lady on here, and she was saying something about I don't remember. It's some sort of religion where they.
Okay, yes. She was talking about the African culture, like doing the
Oshun.
Yeah, open up the spirits, girl. Now, look, when she got done with that, I opened up my Bible when I got off the call, okay? Because it was just too much for me, honey.
I'm not sure about the white man's Bible, but okay.
I had to do some affirmations. I was like, oh, I am protected. I am kind.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, next subject.
Listen.
History Month. Let's celebrate ourselves. Excellent. Yes. Black History Month.
All right. So what are you all doing for Black History Month then?
Staying black.
Staying black. I guess that's that.
Yeah, we're going to stay black all year long.
I said that. I
Not
thought
this
staying
month.
black. I'm actually playing music in my father's collection by all Black artists and exposing people to stuff they probably never heard of.
That's awesome.
I'm going to try not to curse nobody out at my job about why we celebrate Black History.
Oh, Lord. Somebody trying to become unemployed.
I'm going to try to stay employed for this month.
That's my
The shortest month of the year.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
my
shortest month of the
goodness.
year.
I have a question that might turn into a topic.
Oh,
What's
God.
up?
Great.
Okay, Bobby.
No,
Come on, Bobby. Come on,
we met a couple days ago, so I'm not too familiar with your work. Could everyone go around and just share, like, what's your major takeaway from being in Tanya's world and learning from her?
Daniela?
I guess we'll start at the top with Daniela.
I'm not sure how to answer that question just yet. I've been following for a minute. I don't know what it is. I am drawn to her. I resonate with her. I might not agree on every single thing, but for the most part, I agree, especially in regards to men. And I find it comical when those nutcases come on and start attacking her. But I like how she handles her business in regards to them. I respect that.
All right. Well, thank you, Daniela. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Pull to refresh. Next up, I see. Hold on. I see Ashley up next.
Yeah, so I would say the biggest takeaway I got from Tanya was divesting. She let me know it was all right to be with a Black man, but he doesn't have to be Black. He could be from another country. And I love her spirit, her smile. She's funny. I love how she does when she's reading these dudes who can't really spell, and she goes, "Here's the water." And it's just
So silly.
Because she sounds like how I feel like these guys are in my head, who does not have to do a spell check, and I enjoy that.
You're so funny. Thank you. All right, Tanya up next.
Well, Tanya is intelligent, smart, very engaging. We resonate with her a lot. What else could I say? And I love her. She's all that.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You're such a sweetie pie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, Poppy, it's your turn.
That said, I haven't delved into your work, but it sounds like it's funny because I'm writing a book now about the mindset. So earlier I said that I was diagnosed with sickle cell, but as of last year, all the work that I've done, I've cured myself. So on paper, it's as if I don't have sickle cell anymore. That might be a response to that granular control that the person commented on YouTube. That said, what I've enjoyed, it sounds like your work is similar, and what I've enjoyed in the few moments that we've had is that, one, you have this wonderful command of words. You're almost hypnotic in a way with it, which is something that I studied. And two, I can't even put it into words yet. It's hard to articulate it, but you are a self-possessed woman that manages her own space as well as the spaces of others that are around her in such a way that gets everyone to just be their best self.
Oh, how beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to come right back around to curing of sickle cell once everybody else goes, because I want to hear more about how you changed your human genome. Sharice, you're up next. Thank you.
Hi. Well, I've been watching you for years. A friend of mine put me onto your YouTube channel. And I also love the way that you read men and just, get them out of the room, the YouTube room. You just say some stuff and you crack me up. And also your laughter is infectious. So when you start laughing and you can't stop, then I'm laughing and I can't stop either. So I just find you to be, very healthy for Black women. I don't agree with everything, but I love your work. I love it. I don't have the book yet. I will buy the book very soon. But I'll be watching Tanya TK on YouTube and Facebook, and now here and listening on Clubhouse. So I love you. I respect your work. I appreciate you, and thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Anita.
So everybody said what I wanted to say, but mostly I've been listening to you for a long time, for over a year, and I appreciate, as Poppy said, your language, right? I find it very helpful, the language that you use, because sometimes I used to get so frustrated and didn't have the words to express exactly what I was trying to say, because a lot of times people won't listen if you are emotional, but if you can put it into words, like for instance, Ashley and I were in a Clubhouse room yesterday, and she said, "Let's listen to the arbitals," and I knew exactly what she was saying, and we were listening to this man talk. We could read between the lines, right? He wasn't saying much, so that's all we needed to know you've been able to give your gift of language and explanation to us, and as well as, affirming that self-love is very important, right? And I think a lot of us need to hear that, especially Black women, because we're the most abused and neglected woman in America, right? And I do appreciate the work that you've been pouring into us. And, I have been reading that book. I've finished the second affirmation. I'll continue to do it until it's done. So thank you.
Oh, wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Anita, did you watch how basically I told him he wasn't a piece of shit without saying it? Yeah, I was here with you.
What am I missing?
Oh my gracious. Okay. Oh, we passed Cookie. We'll come back up to him because I think he jumped out and then came back in. Key up next.
No, you can go up to Cookie if you'd like.
All right, Cookie, you on the spot, man. Did you finish your batch? Oh, he jumped out again. It's Key, it's on you.
Okay, never mind. I'm just honored to be in
The room keeps kicking me out. I don't know what it is.
It's like the Clubhouse bugs. Just stick around as much as
Maybe you need to update your app, Cookie.
Yeah, there was an iOS update recently.
Yeah, I've been avoiding it.
Yeah, I feel you. How old is your phone?
I think it's been out a year now. It's the iPhone 11.
Oh, okay. So it shouldn't be having them problems.
it really is just the app itself. So sometimes
the app asks you to update as well.
Okay.
Your whole phone needs to be updated. I work in tech support, so trust me, you need to do your latest update, and then you won't have those issues anymore.
Can I ask you guys, have you guys been burning a lot of data with using Clubhouse? Because I seem like I've been going through it.
Yes.
Really?
I have unlimited, so I don't know.
I have unlimited too.
I have unlimited, but I can always tell when I've reached like the max before it starts slowing down.
Yeah, I'm on T-Mobile and I hate it. I wish I would have stayed with Verizon, but I tried to do something new.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everyone's going around Cookie saying what their takeaway is from my platform since they've been on.
I don't know. My takeaway with the guy saying he didn't want to be married, I just feel like sometimes you got to look at how, if you're a flexible person, because it's important to be flexible in your relationships. You don't want to just kind of be like, take it or leave it. And I think it's important that if you ask somebody like, you know what, would you really want to be married? And they said yes, you got to kind of consider their feelings. You got to analyze, why are you so stern? Or like, does that, you just got to, that's with anybody, not just with this situation with him, but sometimes you got to realize how you may be treating people and how you can, maybe try to be more flexible or, communicate and.
Yeah. Well, we did change the subject, Cookie. We appreciate.
I'm sorry. That's where I was at when I left.
No, everything consistent what you're saying is absolutely true. I asked the group a question about time. I've only known Tanya for about 90 minutes of my entire life. So I'm not familiar with her work. I was asking everybody, what's your major takeaway from knowing her work so I could get a sense of who she is?
I think that she's been consistent. That's what I can say about what I've experienced from her since I've been following her videos since 2009. She's been consistent and she's been the same person. So you know how like when people are fraudulent and you see them change, like she's the same way when I watch her when she collaborates with people, if it's something that doesn't resonate with her. So it's just consistency and authenticity too. So yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Real recognize real. That's all I'm gonna say, because that's all I'm gonna say.
Crazy, Tanya. You seem like I've been knowing you longer than I have. I don't think it's even been a year.
It's been longer than a year because this pandemic been a year. We coming upon March, so it's been
wow.
It's been longer than a year. I mean, think about it. We lost a year of our lives to this damn pandemic. So, ladies, a year of your fertility. If you wasn't out there trying to have a pandemic baby, a year of your fertility is up in smokes.
Get those eggs fertilized before they're scrambled. That's what I say.
Poppy, are you giving out donations?
Wait, you talking to me? What was the question?
I'm not repeating it.
You said you got any donations, Poppy?
Oh, you want me to be that kind of man? All right.
What did he say?
Well, you know, the Burbank don't have a lot of Black donors, so I'm safe.
But would they let a person with sickle cell donate?
The only donations I make are to my future wife, which is apparently
White? Did we hear
wrong.
white?
Wait a minute, I'm confused now.
She's not the wife, but not.
So,
I thought this was your business partner.
Now I'm confused.
We're not going back into the.
You got poured up, Poppy. You poured up.
Please don't go back.
Poppy's confused.
It's a title. That's all it is. So, Ablavi was next.
Oh, okay. I want to tell you, I first learned about you with your skincare.
Oh,
and
wow.
then I just watched you because I like that you lived in the RV. And I loved your, when you were dancing, I love your cooking videos, and I loved when you went to Nigeria. And I bought a ticket after you went, but I got to wait a few years.
Oh, how wonderful. So you're coming to the Galentine's event, right, Ablavi?
I don't know what that is.
Oh my goodness, I'm having a party for Galentine's Day, which is the day before Valentine's Day. It's just women, and we have a DJ spinning, we're gonna be dancing, we're gonna meet each other, we're gonna be doing networking, we're gonna be doing some healing stuff in the day. At night, we're going to be making drinks, drinking, dancing, and just having a good time.
When is that? Next year?
No, on the 13th. It's next week.
Virtually.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Where can do I go to your website?
Join my mailing list. I'm sending out the invite for tickets tonight.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry I have to work. I would love to do that.
I know. I'm so sad you're not going to be there. You can't switch your days with anybody, Tanya?
Not on a Saturday. That's like hard to get somebody to do a Saturday.
Oh my goodness. You can't start coughing Friday night?
No, they ain't saying that.
Okay. All right.
I think Poppy completely skipped over me, maybe because I'm running my mouth a lot, but was that done purposely, Poppy?
What you talking about?
No,
Poppy ain't controlling no flow and no people in here.
He was acting as if he was the moderator.
You see him with a green dot? That man don't commit.
Definitely not.
Poppy has control issues.
He does, granular control. But anyway, I resonate with Tanya because, like Cookie said, she's real, she's genuine, and I've listened to other, Black YouTubers, women, and I just couldn't quite put my finger on it, but it was just something about them that I wasn't drawn to. I was repelled by it. And I think it's just because a lot of them are on there just to basically get views, get clicks, so that they can get paid. And I just can't get with that. So I'm drawn to Tanya. That's the reason.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you. Girl, I feel you. I hear you. I ain't saying nothing because you start talking and people start talking back. So I'm going to keep my mouth closed.
The walls have ears.
All right. Who's up next? Pull to refresh and see. You all govern that because I'm signing an autograph right now.
Vanessa. Yeah, Vanessa.
Okay. So I think I found Tanya on YouTube in about 2017. And she was just so confident. And she talked about being feminine and how that was okay. And how that is what we were supposed to be resting in. And it just, I'm just intrigued that every time I come, to a video, you never know what she's going to say because it's never typical. It's always the viewpoint from what seems to be outside of the box. And it's just, it's powerful to me. And one big thing that I do take away, because it's something that affects me, is
Hold on. I think this is the postman calling. Hold on.
Okay.
Hello? Hi, who's this?
My
Okay, are you a contractor or you? Oh, okay, okay. Is there any way that you can call me tomorrow just a little bit earlier because I'm working right now and I need to get some packages done before the postman picks them up? You can call me tomorrow in the daytime. Noon is a good time. Noon is 12. All right, perfect.
That's funny.
Not noon is 12.
Do not work with that man.
Okay, so all right. I'm sorry. I don't have okay, so you want me to text you back on this number? Oh, there's no way to call through the app?
You back at the same number here. So I'll call you back tomorrow at the same number, right?
Okay, yeah, because if you're calling through the app now, you can call through the app tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Because I just want to let you, I want to. Okay, I'll call you tomorrow through the app.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good night. Bye.
All right.
Sounds sus.
No, you know what? I went to this website that will pair you with contractors because I'm fixing up my space, the space that I'm in. I didn't expect to be here this long, but since I decided to put down new flooring, have the walls painted, and I'm one of those type of people that. So I went to this conference years ago, and in the conference, the person who was on stage was like, "How much is your time worth per hour?" And he was basically saying that rather than doing the $14 an hour job of a cleaner or the $10 an hour job of whatever, that you hire people to do it. So I'm all about hiring people to do work that I could do, but that my time is best used, helping other people. You know what I mean? So
Understood.
yeah, but he didn't sound American. That's why I took him off of speaker. I put him on speaker because he sounded like he could be from another country or whatnot. So maybe he doesn't know all of the words for noon and all that other stuff,
Right.
You all are awful. All right. Go ahead. Who was talking? I'm sorry.
Okay, and the last thing is just something that has always happened to me is to not allow someone to cause you to remove your boundaries because of their emotional response to whatever that boundary is, or whatever it is that you're making a point about, or what have you. If it's anger, tears, what have you, that should not change your viewpoint, based off of their emotions. So, and that is something that has, like, a lot of times people will want to get me in person or on the phone because they can better, they can have better access to my emotions. So that is something that I have taken away, and it definitely helps. I see gaslighting way better.
Interesting. Okay,
I can recognize gaslighting. Yeah.
Got you. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you all have to pull to refresh to see who's up next because I'm signing autographs.
Jade.
Yeah, sorry. This is the first time I've actually spoke in one of these things here. That's not me, so.
No, that's me. I'm printing out labels.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, what is that? I actually caught a few of Tanya's videos over the years, just randomly on Facebook, and recently started watching her regularly on YouTube. And I am completely and wholly entertained by your content because I resonate with it so much, especially since I've been kind of on a self-love journey for the past 3-ish or so years. I went a long time dealing with a major health issue. And once I finally got over the hump of that, I started trying to work on myself. So I am really into the self-love. I also love that you are, I love when trolls come to Tanya's YouTube and she just brushes it off like, you here, like go, and she tells people to go where you're fed. If my content is not feeding you, why are you here? And that's how I feel a lot of the times. Like, I'm a love me or leave me alone type of person. Like, I'm not gonna cajole you. I'm not gonna try to convince you that you want to be with me. Not like relationships, but just like friendships or whatever, anything like that. Like, I'm not about to what is the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm just not about to sell you on me. Either like me or leave me alone. I'm okay with either.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Tanya has the same kind of attitude. And I love that.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I had no idea you all felt this way about me. Thank you. Thank you so
You're
much.
so special.
Oh,
You're welcome. You are empowering.
thank you. I had no idea. You all don't tell me enough. That's what.
It's a one-time affair.
All right, let me read some comments from YouTube and Facebook. And let me also, so we've done a bunch of packages. So we have Danica in Columbus, NE. What is NE? Nebraska? NE.
Yes, that's Nebraska.
Is it? Oh, wow. Okay, so we got Chigozie in Connecticut. We have Shamika in Virginia. We have Amber in Chicago. We have Bernadette in Detroit. We have Patrice in Memphis. Your books are on the way. Yay. I'm getting through this. I'm getting through. You see, we've been on here for 2 hours. And I don't even know if I've gotten 20 of these done. Let me see how many I got done. It just takes, it's time intensive signing the autographs. You know, so let me see how many we've gotten done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We got 19 of them done.
I just got your email confirmation.
For the shipment?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I'm glad. All right. So, next topic. Everybody had a chance to speak, right?
Yes.
Unless we count. I don't know if Oblavi and Cookie, for sure, he didn't.
Cookie did speak.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did. Never mind.
So did Oblavi. And Oblavi, yes.
Okay. All right.
Cookie, I see you in a lot of rooms. You're everywhere.
Oh, Cookie, so you jumping out, going to other rooms, huh?
Yeah, he be all over. I see him.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Cheating on you. Cookie's cheating on you.
You hear that?
Now the topic is Cookie cheating.
Cookie, remember, Cookie says he does not cheat.
Listen, I'm super niche when it comes to like my existence on Clubhouse. So I'm a baker, so then I go on rooms with bakers, and then I like Tanya, so I'm in these rooms, and I'm in business rooms doing pitches, even though I don't want no investors. I just love to talk.
I think that's where
You just letting people know about your cookies wherever you go. That's dope.
Right. If you notice, the people who have less followers on this app, they not social. This app, your following is based off how much you're being social. And unless you're somebody like Tanya, where people are just following you because they know you.
I don't have a lot of followers on this app.
You got more than me.
I only have 1,000 followers on this app. There's people in here who are.
You got 1,200 followers.
Only. That's
got more.
Unfiddly, I got 46.
I got 700,000 on Facebook. I crossed over to 700,000, y'all.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you. I didn't think I would cross 700,000 so soon because I had some hiccups along the way. Because when I started talking about trans issues, I lost like 3,000 I think I lost 3,000 to 8,000 subscribers when I started telling my truth about trans issues, which they did not like.
Those was fun times.
Huh?
Those was fun times.
Yeah, those were some times, all right. Like how that person who says they was a man got on the phone with me and cussed me in a way that no mother effer with a penis ever would. Listen, I'm sorry.
wild.
Look, I'm about to start losing subscribers again. But don't come to me on no period rage, hopped up on testosterone, talking about you a man and you cussing me like you a woman and need for me to go pump some testosterone myself and hit you upside your damn head.
So I'm confused. Was it a man? Like biologically, was it a man?
No, it was a person who got ovaries who bleed each month like me, who got on the phone and cussed me in a way that no person with testicles ever would. But you all see you getting me in trouble right now because I can't tell my truth.
Sorry. Let's bring it down, Tanya. What's the next topic? Are we going to go back, circle back around to sickle cell?
Oh, yes. Thank you for saving me from myself because people ain't ready for the damn truth. Because people are going to wait until they get until their child is on the track field or in the wrestling ring and get their skull bust wide open to understand that, you know what, let me hush. Let me hush.
Take a moment. Breathe in, breathe out.
Whoosah. Thank you. I needed that. Thank you. All right. So I'll let somebody else pick the topic because I'm still signing autographs because the postman said he's gonna be here. So keep going. Somebody else.
If you guys want to sickle cell?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I have a lot to say.
Yeah, how were you able to change your genes?
So the way I say it is I cured sickle cell. And by me, I mean really it was God's work. So first and foremost, that's where it is. And then the second part is I just figured out, I did all my lab work and I figured out, all right, where am I deficient and how can I get above average in each of the categories? And fundamentally, it's about changing what you consume. So there's the literal part of that, which is the nutrition that I feed my body. All right, what nutrients am I putting in? How much do I need to be taking in? And a lot of it was trial and error. And so I definitely spent a lot of money trying to figure it out. But it was a process that I'm very grateful that I endured. And then the other part of it is the probably what your work lends itself to, which is knowing how to listen to your body, listen to your spirit. Because as a sickle cell patient, when you're living your life, the defeating mindset is that you're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. You got to keep up with everybody else, but you're not good enough to even do that. So the valuable lesson that I learned was just my spirit is bigger than my body. And day after day, just remembering that and doing the work to the point where I'm above average in all of my blood work. And it's as if, again, on paper, that I've changed my genetic code and that I don't have the issues that would be transparent on anyone else's blood work if they had sickle cell.
But you're saying that your cells are still sickled.
Yeah, sure. My thing is I have no symptoms. I'm not going into the hospital. Now I get to do all the things that I couldn't do before, like gain weight and keep it on. I haven't been in the hospital for the longest time in many years. So I'm on month 5 now and I'm just keep going.
Oh, so you're telling us that you a slim ting now. Is that what you're saying?
I got a notification. What was it?
I said you're telling us you a slim ting?
Wait, what?
Hey!
He doesn't know that side of you. Right.
Yeah, I'm a slender man, if that's what you were saying, Slim.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is me.
Okay.
For a limited time only.
Oh, what's gonna happen? You about to become what?
Dad bod.
Oh my God. You gonna wear them high waist jeans now?
By the end of the year, I'll definitely be 30 pounds heavier.
Oh wow.
Good for you.
What are you gonna do to gain 30 pounds?
Over your belly button.
I got too many questions. What's going on?
I want to know what you're gonna do to gain 30 pounds in 8 months.
I think that was Sharice.
So I've done it before. It's really just about calories in. That's the simple side of it before you get into exercise. So the same way that I treated my sickle cell is the same way I'll treat my body for weight gain. And that's to say, if you eat 3,200 calories in a day, that's a single pound. I aim for 4,000 or more a day. So I've done it before. I've gained 20 pounds.
So what do you eat that is that calorie dense?
Everything you guys don't. So pasta, rice. I got my protein. I have a milkshake that I make, and if I make that, that's 2,500 calories right there. If I drink it all in one day.
Wait. Pasta and rice is calorie rich? Because that's what I be eating.
Yeah, it's starches, carbs.
Yep. Yeah, carbs.
Wait, what?
wait. Hold on. We got to do this delicately. Is this your first time knowing that the food that you're eating is adding calories to you?
Wait, but I thought they didn't have that many calories in it, that they just tasted delicious.
So silly.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, but because the things you say and you doing to gain weight is the things I just eat normally.
She probably eats bigger portions than you, Tanya.
No, but he's saying, because I'm like, what can you eat to get 4,000 calories in a meal?
That's a lot of.
Oh no, not in a meal. In a day.
Oh, okay. So you getting 4,000 calories in a day.
Yeah.
Are you adding a whole bunch of cheese and stuff?
Sometimes, yeah. I cook like a Frenchman. So there's a lot of butter, a lot of dairy.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. You hear that, ladies? Don't eat butter, cheese, and dairy. I don't know what else to say.
Don't eat
That's
it all.
everything I love, right?
Right?
Milk. Well, not milk, but ice cream.
Ice cream is bad too?
Yeah. Tanya.
Oh my God.
But it balances out. So the more you eat, the more you lose weight. So you good.
You know what, Cookie? Don't send me the batch again.
Send me the batch, Cookie. I'll take it.
And that's why we actually Cookie make vegan cookies because I'm vegan.
So I kind of want to speak on a little bit what Poppy was saying because I have a sickle cell trait. And
tell us more, yeah.
I actually did not date a guy because he had sickle cell trait because I knew 50% chance that if we got together and had a kid, all of my kids would have a 50% chance, actually higher, because I have 2 cousins that have sickle cell. You know, my uncle, my maternal uncle had the trait. His wife didn't know she had it. The test that the hospital gave her said that she didn't have it, but it was an outdated test. And she ended up having 2 children that had sickle cell. And I'd say probably from most of their elementary to preschool to elementary, if they even got a cold, there was a chance they would go into the hospital. She wouldn't even give them cold, like refrigerator cold water. It has to be room temperature because cold water will activate the sickle cell.
Absolutely.
And you know, they're 18 and 17. Well, one's about to be 19, and they've put on a lot of weight. You know, they've managed their diet really well. So what Poppy's saying is spot on about managing your diet. I mean, she's Haitian, so she like cooks them a lot of great food. So they don't do a lot of preserved, rich foods, you know, things like that, processed foods, excuse me. Okay. And, you know, I think that's interesting, right? And even me with the sickle cell trait, that I've had problems, like specifically with my blood, because I was iron deficient from the time I was 16 until recently, like 2 months ago, when I had to get iron IV transfusion to basically restore my iron suppository. Because I had, you know, I would have pica where I was chewing ice all the time, and it just was not good for me. And like I can say now that I've had that, you know, and had a talk with the oncologist, he was saying that he sees a line or people who have sickle cell trait, there's a commonality or link to iron deficiency. So I think a lot of this stuff is what you're saying is what we put in our bodies, right? Because he was saying that it had nothing to do with my diet. I was doing everything right with my diet. It's just that by the time I hit puberty and like maybe the first 2 years of menstruation, I lost a lot of my iron suppository, and it was just depleted over 30 years, more than 30 years. And so they had to restore that. So you are absolutely correct, Poppy. It's all about what we put in and trying to change that.
And Tanya, dairy is not your friend. We're actually, most of us are allergic to dairy. We just don't know it.
Intolerant. I am very much so.
You know, if you look at your diet, like I did a Whole30 2 years ago, and I took all of that mess out. When I started back on dairy, because you're supposed to go back in increments, I noticed the next day I had a lot of mucus. And that was my body telling me I was allergic to milk. But I thought that was just normal. We have all these issues with our body that we think is normal, and it's really not.
Okay.
I'll get down off my soapbox.
So how do I get pizza then? Because you know I love I'm from New York. It's a part of my culture. What do I do?
You got to wean yourself. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I love
Tanya, you can talk to me. I'm vegan and
so tasty.
Tanya, if you see my food on my Instagram, you can see that I don't eat cheese. I'm vegan, and I had iron deficiency as well. Majority of my life until I became vegan, and all the issues that I have went away switching my diet, and everything that they said that I'm supposed to have that all the rest of my family have, I don't have any of that.
I've tried to do the vegan thing for there were 2 bouts that I tried to be vegan. One for 11 months and then one for like 3 months. And I mean, I could tell the difference, the change in my body. I really did. I felt lighter. I don't know. And then, I know this might be too much information, but when I went to the restroom, there was really no odor because all I was eating was just and so exactly. So it does help, but it's just hard.
I mean, listen. I am vegetarian. You all know that, but pizza.
There's vegan cheese, and I've heard it tastes really good. I need to try it.
It is good.
No, I've tried.
There are a couple.
There are different kinds. Some are garbage and some are not.
I gotta have cheese in my salad, though. Oh my God!
Let Daniela speak. She's the expert on the vegan cheese.
I'm a vegan as well, and I love vegan pizza. You just got to try the right one.
Me too. I make my own.
Okay, so what are you doing to make your cheese? Because let me hear this.
Is it the cashews?
You can make your own cheese. You can, but I rather just buy my own. And there's specific cheese that tastes like garbage and can't melt.
You know, why don't you send me a DM, Daniela, please?
Okay.
I can tell you one too.
And I can help you transition if you want to, just to see if it's
well, no, you see, so listen, so Daniela, so this is the thing, right? The only cheese that I get in my diet is from pizza when I want to eat pizza, right? So that has been the only thing. So I eat a plant-based diet currently. And one of the ways that I create a cheesy flavor in my pasta is with coconut milk and what do you call this? The flakes, the
nutritional yeast.
Yes, nutritional yeast, right? So I create a nice cheesy flavor with that, plus the water from the pasta, and it's wonderful and delicious. So I don't need cheese in those things, but pizza, I've not been able to find a way to substitute the cheese from pizza. But
okay, I'll help you with that.
Okay.
And Tanya, I'm not going to say your longer. May I say something?
Go ahead.
So there are a lot of great things that are being said and shared. And the new work that I'm doing it's helping people talk about sickle cell, but overall shifting the mindset so you can heal yourself. And that goes back to the topic of granular control.
Stop with the granular control.
So here's what it is, though. Each one of us is different, and we're each in a different season. So what I always emphasize is that what works for me will not necessarily work for other people. The trick is, it's not even a trick, it's like what we need to fundamentally get back to as a people, which is listening to our individual bodies. So being able to tap into, I put something into my mouth, 15 minutes later, I didn't feel well. Anita gave us a great example of that. So when we start listening to what we put in, is it giving us energy? Is it making us happy? And I mentioned that before, like being mindful of what we consume, because the other portion of that outside of food is who are you spending time with? What media are you consuming? Where do you live? This, that, the other, that affects what the signals that the messages that you're sending to your body that put it in a state of health and wealth, or fatigue and depression and all the other stuff. And if people are interested in exploring this topic, if you follow me, I host rooms on the topics like that. I think we got one tonight, but it's on the topic of anxiety about visiting your doctor. So happy to explore this topic more with anyone that's serious about it.
Okay.
Mind over matter.
Amen. Amen.
You know, this postman said he was going to be here around 6. No, that was 6. He said he was going to be here, right? Hey, Tobias is back.
Yeah, he just
Hey,
coming.
Hey, I am in between meetings at work, so I've been jumping in and out. But my wife is an amazing vegan cook. She cooks fried oyster mushroom. She bakes cakes from scratch. Our daughter is allergic to nuts, eggs, fish, and dairy. So we have a special needs food child, for lack of a better phrasing, and she is amazing. And she makes so much. She makes breads from scratch. She is an amazing vegan cook, and I love it. So I'm happy to chat about my wife's amazing cooking and the vegan lifestyle. I'm here for it.
Do you have advice on that?
See, Poppy, his wife is already a good ROI for him.
So look, my wife is. I want to be clear too. Like the money, I didn't get married for money. I married for love. Like, she is love of my life.
A good return on investment, meaning
Oh,
your
yeah.
marriage was worth it.
Yes. And she chooses, by the way, to be at home. Like she can go. She has 2 degrees. She can go out and make money, but that's just her choice right now. She will go back when our kids are older. So maybe we will be a better financial unit together. But I just love her, and I love her cooking too.
Dang.
That is definitely.
Like you.
She needs a YouTube channel.
She
Monetize
she is a very shy, beautiful woman. She is absolutely gorgeous, but she tends to be on the shy side. But she's open to that. I'm trying to get her to do it more consistently. But no, I think she'd be a great chef. And her food is amazing. So
Yeah, I would love to. She needs to step out the shadows because this woman like me, I love to cook, and I'm dipping in the vegan life. This is my 2nd week with no meat, and I've been looking online. I've been watching Tabitha Brown. That's why I've been getting most of my recipes from. Yeah,
Tabitha's great.
I love her. She spoke to my soul. She looked at me. She said, "Come on, you can do this." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do this." And so I like that. So she needs to come on out the shadows so she can help women like me.
I'll encourage her. I really will.
All right. Let me read some comments from YouTube. So there's somebody who needs to get blocked from Facebook because they are not in control of their penis.
What? Testicles beating.
A person with a penis.
You're so funny. Sylvia is saying, I'm Sylvia Davis and I'm learning what this video is all about. Sounds like nutrition. I could use that. God bless you. That's what Sylvia is saying. Let's see. Christelle is saying, I used to work in a kindergarten where many kids were vegan and they were not exactly suffering. They were doing a lot better than the kids getting lots of processed foods. I know that's right. Okay, there is some, Black is asking, what's some good vegan ice creams?
I like Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's has a vegan ice cream?
Yes, and they are delicious. Delicious.
Good. I'm gonna eat some right now.
Talk about it.
Yeah, and it's on sale at Whole Foods.
And so Budafly is saying, my friend does keto and eats chicken and protein things like beef, and they cut the bread and stuff like that. But my son's a hardcore vegan. I was just a vegetarian, but I couldn't grapple. All right. Somebody's asking whether or not this is live. It is live, but I'm autographing books right now, so I'm not really in the comments or on the video as much as I could be. A piece of candy saying vegan cheese is decent.
Some, not all.
Tam is saying, however, I can't go vegan, but I respect those who do. I mean, listen, somebody's saying cauliflower pizza and vegan cheese is so good. All right. Listen, I'm going to take the leap, y'all. I'm going to take the leap.
Yeah, and Tanya, take it one step at a time.
I've already taken every step except for pizza.
Okay. They even have vegan eggs that taste good.
Yes, I tried them. The just egg, yeah.
Now, isn't that processed? Come on now. What we doing?
It is processed.
No, if people they're talking about ice cream. Where can if there's vegan ice cream, that's what it is.
No, they're talking about vegan eggs.
Vegan eggs
no,
just eggs.
That, you were asking,
they were asking
if there's any vegan ice cream. That's what it is.
If you're talking about scrambled tofu,
no, not scrambled tofu. No, it's not. It's delicious. It's vegan eggs. Yeah, just eggs.
It's just egg as an egg substitute. Yes, there is some level of process. It is processed on some level, but it's really tasty. You don't have to eat it every day. Some vegans are not anti-processed. If you're an anti-processed vegan, more power to you. I like a little, junk food every now and then. I like my ice cream. I like my just egg, and I love my Beyond Meat burgers. All right.
Oh, I love.
Do you?
It is what it is.
Yep.
I tried to eat a Beyond Burger once.
Yeah.
That thing gave me nightmares. The thing tastes like a dead animal. I said if I wanted to taste dead animal, I would have kept eating dead animal.
It's a Jedi mind trick. You really think you're eating meat because it has blood.
I had to leave that. I had to put that SHIT down. I said, not today. I had to look at the packaging and start reading it and I didn't feel comfortable. I said, I left that. I left my burger. I said, I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Every now and then.
As long as you don't eat it like religiously, I think it should be fine.
It's the taste. It tastes like dead animal.
It really does.
And then I read on the company's website, Beyond Burgers are not made for people who are, it's made for meat eaters or people who like eating meat. That's who their targeted audience is. Because you press on that thing and it got some beet juice bleeding out. I just like, I said,
wow.
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I don't like the taste of beef. I did not like the taste of beef when I ate meat, and that's why I stopped eating beef.
Do you eat any fish at all?
You know what? During the pandemic, I have opened myself back up to eating tuna every once in a while.
Okay. And then I hear you on the dairy thing because I gave myself a goal of being dairy free before by the time I'm mid-40. And I've taken dairy out. I haven't drank milk since I was a kid. I use coconut, like a mixture of coconut and almond milk if I want cereal. Yeah, and I've had coconut ice cream too. That's pretty good. That usually quenches my taste for ice cream, right? And I hear you on the cheese because like when I get a pizza every once in a while, the next day I get that mucus feeling. I'm like, I can't do this. So I try to keep that in the back of my head because of that mucus the next day. So, I'm reaching that goal of by the time I'm 45, I'm going to be done with dairy.
Yeah, my whole family is dairy intolerant. That after 30, nobody can drink milk or any dairy product. The whole entire family.
Before I go on mute for this next call, Tanya, I just wanted to share chickpea tuna is amazing. If you haven't tried it,
yes, it is.
It is really good.
Really, really good.
Fried mushrooms is good too.
My wife says,
try that.
It's really good.
Yeah, you know what? There's this woman on YouTube called Chef Jana, and she does like vegan substitute foods, and she did a chickpea tuna with a veganaise and I believe it's a a white pepper or something like that. That's supposed to have like an eggy kind of taste.
Black pepper, yeah.
Black salt.
Black salt. Okay.
You're right. Black salt.
Black salt.
Mushrooms is a big substitute for me. It tastes really good.
Those are the
What type of what?
On my vegan page.
Mushrooms. You can eat a fried mushroom and think you're eating chicken.
I'm not really a mushroom person.
That's true.
And you know what? I'm also not a substitute type of person either. Like I don't like the substitute chickens and stuff like that. And
yeah.
So Tanya, you're not into the whole slutty vegan thing?
Vegan.
That's a restaurant in Atlanta, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to go
Yeah,
there.
it's a restaurant.
Yeah, they have burgers and stuff. So I don't know, like, would you consider that like a meat substitute, or is that just kind of like?
Well, it depends on the type of burger it is. Is it made to taste like that Beyond Burger? I cannot do that again.
I think that's what they use. I think they use those products, the Beyond products.
Yeah, you know what? And then also I had like a Beyond I went out to this restaurant and they had like the chicken substitute Beyond chicken substitutes, right? And I ate it and my stomach was not my friend the next day. So I said I can't really do that. I tried the burger one. I said I'll never do that again because of the taste, because it tastes bloody and beefy, and I just couldn't do it. And then I went and I tried the chicken one at this restaurant, and my stomach did not appreciate it. You know how you talk about listening to your body? My stomach did not like Beyond Meat chicken thingy.
Yes.
So you don't like mushrooms?
You know, I'm not really a mushroom person. I ordered this I ordered from this vegan restaurant. It's like that big mushroom. You cut off the bottom part and you turn it into a burger. I've heard people talking about it for years.
Portobello.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I had to force myself.
Juicy.
Huh?
It's too much liquid when you. I don't know. Maybe I cooked it wrong, but I tried to make a portobello mushroom patty or whatever, and it was just too much liquid coming out of it. It just didn't. I don't know.
I didn't know what was going on, but it was like it wasn't like the texture. I couldn't, and the taste. It tastes like mushrooms, and I just.
You probably would like
you
the
try
oyster
something,
mushroom.
Try somebody else because it's all about who's cooking your food.
Really?
And if you want
Okay.
to see some ideas, come to my Instagram page. I have lots of food on there because I'm 100% vegan.
Yeah, I went to your Instagram page already.
It's just it's called Go Vegan Philly. That restaurant, they cook their food really, really good. Like you won't. It's really good.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question, Daniela. How do you get away from the mushroom flavor of a mushroom?
I cook my stuff differently, and a lot of times I don't even tell people it's vegan, but I get it's all in the seasoning. I can't eat like tofu from anybody because I don't like that mushy taste, and some people don't know how to flavor stuff. I'm Jamaican. My food got to have flavor. But the best thing I could do is say, come to my house, I'll cook for you. You can taste it for yourself.
All right. Where are you located?
Well, I'm in Ohio.
Okay.
Now. I have family in New York and Florida. When I go to New York,
you know
I
what?
go to Veggie Castle. It's a vegan place. It's always got a line out the door. They cook Jamaican vegan food.
Okay. Well, you know what? Listen, don't get me wrong, Daniela. I know food is delicious. I think this is the post guy. Hold on. Hello? Okay, I'm going to bring the stuff down now, okay? All right, thank you. All right, so he's here. Let me, give me 1 second. I just got to bring this box downstairs for him. You all are free to continue talking. I'm going to be right back.
Yeah.
Milk. Yeah, you can use it in your cereal, your coffee, your tea, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can use it to bake. But I'm like, why can't we start a campaign to start using more breast milk?
I was just a little freaked out.
What have I walked back in onto? What is happening over here?
Welcome back. We're talking about breast milk.
Drinking your own breast milk.
You're not supposed
No, because somebody sound like they talking about selling human breast milk.
No, Anita. I mean, there is a profit for selling your breast milk. You can actually sell it for profit because you can give it to hospitals for. I wouldn't do it. I would
For babies, not to be put in your coffee.
Hold up. Tanya, hold up. You missed my briefly.
I don't want nobody judging me, but
Tanya, you missed my breast milk.
Just a little
You're
taste.
not supposed to be drinking it after a certain age. No milk, no type of milk.
Thank you.
So Tanya, you missed my preface. I said that we're the only mammals. Did you know that we're the only mammals that drink another mammal's milk, or ingest another mammal's milk, whether it's in dairy, cheese or whatnot? And I said, I have said to other people before, why don't we just use breast milk? And people look at me strange. I'm like, why? It's produced for us.
It's produced for the child. So, but it's not good for us. After a certain age, we lose that ability to process it. That's why we get sick. Even on our own.
I used to put it in my coffee.
Yeah, I think there's a time limit on that.
All right, so listen, everyone. So listen. Hello, everybody. All right, so we've been on here for 2 hours, 40 minutes, and I was able to get maybe 25 books done. I didn't read the last few names. And so we'll come back out tomorrow when I'm signing some books. It's just that I have to start getting the page up for Galentine's Day so that people can start getting their tickets, because Galentine's Day is in 10 days. That's a week and a half. And so I want people, so you see how Tanya can't come because she's working. I want people to be able to make considerations in their work schedules to be able to come. So I encourage all of you ladies here to come to the Galentine's Day event. We are doing a day of healing and a night of fun. So during the day, I'm going to tell you all what we're doing. Okay. All right. So I need to design the page and get the venues ready. We'll probably be at 2 different venues, but we're going to have a vision board. We're going to do paint and sip. We're going to do we're going to do new moon manifestations for our soulmates to come forward. We're going to be doing a healing hypnotherapeutic session during the day. And we are also we're going to do a series of things to work on clearing out some of the things that don't serve us any longer and attracting in that love. We're going to create the vibration to attract that love into our lives. That's going to be during the daytime. In the nighttime, we're going to be making the TKO punch. We're going to do some clay masks and some lymphatic massage on our face. I'm going to show you how I massage with the vitamin E after doing a clay mask. And after you get your tickets, I'm going to tell you what ingredients to get for the TKO punch, as well as what things to get for your facial, your at-home facial. We're also going to be doing some tarot. We're going to do chat roulette, where we're going to be networking with other women, and we're going to have like a speed dating kind of thing with other women so that you can meet the other women at the venue. And then we have a DJ that's going to be spinning, and we're going to have a dance-a-thon. So that is going to be on February 13th. And there are 2 different tickets depending on which part of the event you want to go to. If you want to come to the night of fun, that's going to be $30. If you want to come to the day of healing, that is going to be $49. So I want you all to seriously consider coming. If I don't really know how to put this in a better way, right? There are some things that are happening behind the scenes that will stop me from being able to do things like this as much as I would like to. So if you see me doing an event, there are so many people who are like, oh, I'll just come to the next event. Come to this one, because as my brand grows, and I'm not going to say much more. However, when we have opportunities in front of us to be able to touch a person and connect with that person in live and like we're doing right now. I'll always remember, I don't know how many of you remember Love B. Scott. We used to love his videos, and then he went off to Hollywood, and he has not made a video for 13 years. And so I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen to me, but the level of access that we have is going to change as I become busier. So if you want an autographed book, get your autographed books now, because I don't know how long, because like last year when I sold the autographed books, it didn't take me 3 weeks to sign all of the books, because my space was smaller yesterday. My presence online was smaller last year rather. And so, yes. So Jerry is saying, I want to come to the party. Won't he be quiet? It's just women. There are no men allowed.
I think Poppy was trying to join, though.
Poppy is not trying to join.
You should let the men send cash apps to try to get, you know?
You all are so silly. Jerry is saying, I feel like you're breaking up with us. No, but I am going to start doing I'm going to start doing other things. You know, I'm getting busier and busier behind the scenes. So I just want to let you all know that if you can come to this event, please do whatever it is that you need to do to come. It's going to be an amazing day. And I love doing events like this. And I'm happy to be able to have venues that will allow us to do this in person, or not in person, but virtually. So what are the comments that people have about what it is that I just said? Ophelia,
I'm sorry, I didn't know if there was a specific pricing for like the all-day package, or is it just like day and night?
Yeah, you know what? There is pricing for both. I just have to figure out how to do the ticketing for both. It might just, you know what I'm going to do? I really don't know. Let me think about how to do that. Let me brainstorm with you all right now, right? So the nighttime event is on a different platform. The daytime event is on this particular platform. So how do I combine the tickets then? Because I do want people to be able to have a discount for both, but I don't know how to do that. What ideas do some of you entrepreneurial-minded people have?
Wait, can you say the question again?
So I want to be able to give people a discount for getting both tickets, but they're on two different platforms. And in order to have access to the event, you have to have a ticket. So because the tickets are for two different platforms, how do I create a way for people to have access to both without? So, you know,
create a code. You give a code to the people that purchase like the $49.99 one. You give like a $10 off code for the second event.
Okay.
So my question, Tanya, is the I said because you know I can't go, so I'm paying for someone, but I wanted to have both. So
yeah,
how much should I send more, because I want her to have both?
Okay, well, you know what? I'll call her now and tell her that you did that for her. Give me one moment. Let me but yeah, so what I'm going to do, so I'm trying to figure out how to do both. So you all are saying give a coupon code for the second venue, so that way when you go over to the second venue to get the ticket for that, that you're then able to use the coupon code so that you can get $5 or $10 off the next event.
Right. Oh, that would work.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
maybe
at the very least, it'll be registered in the system that this person had a code, so that means they intend to do both.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that actually makes sense. So after they buy it, I would email them this code.
And then I just automatically populate. So anybody who purchased the tickets, they automatically get that code. So then if they do go over to the other side.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
It doesn't work that way. So when you buy, you when you buy your ticket, it just you just buy the ticket. So you know what I would have to do? What I would have to do is, I know what I need to do. This is what I do. No, it won't work that way. Because I was thinking I could set it up on my mailing list so that when a person purchases, that they will order. You know what I can do? Yes, this is what I can do. I can create no, that won't work because the mailing list is attached to the whole entire venue. So like when you come to the venue, you get added to a particular mailing list, but it's not divided by ticket. So I need to, you know what I need to do? I need to figure out how to get a person into an automation sequence, or how do I do this? You know what? Oh, frack. I don't know how to do this really, because technically speaking, it's going to be 2 different events, right? So when a person buys a ticket for the first event, they get access to that event. The second event is on a different venue. So how do I get a coupon to the people who buy one?
Send them an email.
Unless there is a secret ticket, a hidden ticket that you can only get. Yes, that's what I'll do. On my mailing list. So what I'll do is I will email everybody a hidden link to but then what do people who are coming in outside of that, how do they get their discount?
Either you accept what they don't, or you make a separate way for them to be.
Yeah, they would have to add themselves to the mailing list. That's the only way. Like they would need to go to TKO and be a part of the mailing list.
Okay, all right.
Is there any way that you can notate that? Maybe like where the tickets are? If you're
people are not going to read. I put things on my sales page for people to read. They still don't read it. They're writing to me talking about when is the vitamin E, and it says right there on the page. I had to actually.
You know what's so crazy?
You know what, Tanya? That's more money for you. I feel like if they're not gonna take time to read, it's fundamental. So
well, you know what? I don't know whether or not it is. So somebody is saying that Liz. So Liz, bundle pricing is what I'm talking about. So I'm trying to figure out the mechanics of how to get people bundle pricing when it's on 2 different venues. So you need to have purchased a ticket in the system for it to go through. So all right. So
can you put the email addresses through the other system, which automatically will just let them come through?
The only thing is no, because it's a whole different venue. It's a whole different venue. So the party part is on this. I found this dope venue that so basically it's like we're gonna be inside this room, right? So we're gonna do it 2 different ways, right? I know what to do. I'm gonna contact customer service and ask them how to do it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
That works.
And Tanya, I'm going to step out. I did just send you a message on Instagram about the topic, but if you figured out your solution, we don't need to talk about it. And I just want to say thank you for everyone in the room. Tobias, it's always a pleasure to see you. And yeah, we'll definitely be in other rooms together. And for anyone who is absolutely serious about talking about sickle cell, or again, taking control over their health in general, feel free to DM me and we'll talk about your situation.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Poppy. Have a great night.
Well, everyone. Enjoy your week. God bless.
All right.
Good night, Poppy.
Okay. So listen, I have finished autographing books for the day. I am going to go work on creating the page for you to be able to get your tickets. I'm going to contact customer service and figure out how to get a bundle price on how to get a bundle. You know what? Let me think for a second. Oh, you know what I can do? You know what I can do? All right. This is what I can do. I can make it one event on. Oh, no. I can do that. I can make it one event on one platform. And then when it comes to the nighttime, give everybody the link to the second venue. And I can also send the link, but what about people who fall through the cracks? How will they get the link to the second? I don't know.
You might have to keep it as 2 separate tickets.
Yeah, but then how do I do the bundle pricing with 2 different tickets? That's what I want to know.
Can you send a coupon via the thank you email that you sent to them after the first event with coupon to for the second event?
Well, see, the thing is that I only want the email to be generated for people who have purchased a particular ticket. However, all of the emails, so the email is connected to one list, regardless of what ticket you buy. So they don't have the thing segmented, but I can submit that as a feature request because that is an excellent idea.
Because I was just messaging you on Instagram to tell you that, so I can just delete that.
Okay, no, you don't even have to delete it. You don't even have to delete it. I'm gonna work this out. I'm gonna contact customer service right now. I'm contacting the young lady who Tanya is gifting for, but she's not answering. So
just tell me how much I have to do both events.
Yeah, she's not answering.
Have you ever?
So both.
Have you guys ever seen?
So hold on, both together, the tickets would be $80. But I'm sorry. So if you buy them separately, the tickets are $80. If you buy them together, they're $75. Is that enough of a joint discount to be an incentive?
That's fine.
I'm asking everyone. Everyone can answer.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat?
Okay, so the tickets separately are $80, but if you buy them together, that's $75. Is that enough of an incentive to get people to buy the package? Kathy, your mic is muffled. So
I think
65.
I was gonna say 55.
70 is good.
We don't want to discount what you do, Tanya. We appreciate what you do.
True.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so
$60.
It's up to you.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of what would be feasible, because at the end of the day, the venues have to be paid for, the DJ has to be paid for, and I need to be compensated for my time. So
right.
Fritz is saying it should be $90 for both. Jerry is saying buy one, get one half off. So I'm asking.
Maybe you could set a personal goal within your knockout. Say, hey, look, if we could get X or Y, Z people to sign up, then we can do the buy one half off, because then that would make sense if you could get people to pack and show up, because I think that would be dope for the lady.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. I'm really looking forward to the day and the night, because the daytime is when we really dive into figuring out our patterns and healing those patterns and doing this new moon process to help really clarify who it is that you're interested in and and working on getting them to come forward through the universe, especially since so this Galentine's Day is going to be during the new moon. So we have all of that powerful manifesting energy in the air. So, so what my spirit is telling me is that 72 for 75 is a really great benchmark to be able to make sure that we're able to pay for everything and be able to have a good time.
You're right. I agree.
You know what I mean? So, all right. So on that note, because the thing is that the evening event really can't be discounted much more, because it's only $29 for the evening event. You know what I mean? And if we discount it much more, then we won't have a DJ for the full time. And it was just
we want the DJ.
And the DJ, I can't wait for you all to see the DJ. I love it, this DJ so much. I love
Tanya, just for the people, like, I know the men are not going to be there, but for the people who are coming, is it going to be just like a visual, like you're going to be on the screen behind your phone or at your computer, and it's going to be like everybody can see what you're doing? Or if
okay. So hold on. That's a good question. Let me put that down in the FAQs. Give me 1 second. Where has my pen gone? Don't you hate that? It's like you get up and then you come back and it's like a little elf. And I didn't even leave my camera on so that you all can see if a little elf came in here and took my pen. All right, I found it. Okay.
I was going to say the postman took it.
I know, right? So this is how it's going to work. There's going to be a stage and the DJ is going to be spinning on the stage. And then, So on the stage, up to 10 people can be on the stage at the same time. In the breakout rooms, up to 20 people can be on the stage, when we have our dance-a-thon, etc. Right? So so there will be some people on the stage, there'll be some people who are in the audience, then you can line up to get on the stage. We can do it that way. So when we do the healing events, I'm thinking about having it at 3 different venues, on Zoom, on the dance venue, and on a networking venue, so that we can jump around to different platforms. Because when we're doing the hypnotherapy part, I really need to see each person while we're doing the hypnotherapy. So when we're doing the hypnotherapy, I think we'll have to be on Zoom for that one, because I need to be able to see, people during the process. You know what I mean? So yes. So I think that's what I think we'll do. That's what I think we'll do. Is there anybody here who's not interested in the hypnotherapy part? Okay, so everybody's interested in the hypnotherapy part. And
no, I'm not interested.
I'm sorry, who said that?
Ablavi.
Are you coming to the healing part or just the fun part?
Just the fun.
Okay, so you won't be there for that anyway.
No.
And Jerry is saying your healing and teaching is definitely worth more than 75. I know. This is already discounted. It's already discounted. So yes, I feel you on that. Christelle is saying I would love the hypnotherapy. So you would have to come to the daytime part, the day of healing. All right. So yeah, so there are going to be people on the stage. I think what we're going to do is when we go to do the hypnotherapy, we'll have to jump over to Zoom so that I can see everybody on camera. And then after that, we can come back. So we can do it, because it's not like you have to drive or walk anywhere. You just come to a different browser tab. You know what I mean?
Tanya, I know it's some people probably think it's childish, but I actually, in adulthood, as far as some of the things that I do, I try to incorporate things that I loved when I was a child. So do you guys think it'd be a good idea? What if you have made what if you had a competition, who could make the best Valentine's Day card to themselves, with something with self-love in the inside of it? You could decorate and put whatever you want on it. And that'd be something you could keep for years. It'd be something that you could always refer back to and remember that event that y'all did. I think that would be so dope. Imagine you could making your own card and you could just put whatever you want. You investigate whatever type of paper you want. You're going to write whatever you want in it, design it, put whatever you want on it.
Well, you know what? We are going to be doing a writing exercise of self-love. And so that's going to be something that's going to be in the inside of the event. So we do have a writing exercise as well as an art exercise as well. So we will be doing, and then I'll give everybody a list of all of the things that you need to get to participate. And then participation is also optional, because I'll also leave the area open for people to be able to network with one another, so that you can, take the time to, meet other people as well. So in case there's something that you want to do more than another, you can, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that is actually one of the exercises. Cookie. All right, I guess he's going back to his cookies.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that is one of the exercises. So absolutely. But I wonder if during the painting session, I wonder if we can. The only thing is that there's a limited amount of time. So we have 4 or 5 hours during the day, and we have 4 hours at night. That's already 8 hours. So I want to be able to have everything done. So we can't do every single activity, but we do have a journaling, writing, and manifesting exercise that's going to be there.
Will this event be recorded so that you can show it later on?
No, absolutely not. When I do these private events, the private events are private, because when you're in the moment, you're in that moment, and that's a private moment, especially when we're doing the healing exercises. It will not be recorded. So let me put that in the FAQs. Thank you for that. Yes.
There's certain videos from your platform that I miss, like, right? I know it's probably crazy, but I remember when you had your last event, I wasn't there, but you did a review of the things after, but I missed that video, and then you did a review of this place in Los Angeles. I think. And then you did a review, I think, was you in Central America somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
But you always just have these interesting experiences. I just love them, but I can't find those videos no more. Did you are they hidden?
The video of me in traveling through Central America, Latin America is still there. Those videos are still up.
Remember the one you were at the house and it was you got there from booking.com?
Yeah, that was Casa Jate. Let me go to YouTube and make sure. Yeah. Let me do a search. Tanya TKO and Casa Jate. Hold on. Let me make sure that video is still up there. Let me see. Casa Jate. Yeah, it's still up.
It is? I gotta catch that one again. And then
yes, it's called The Worst Night of My Life, May 27, 2015. Casa Jate. Mm-hmm.
All right, is the one up from the hostel in LA when you was the guy was being remember that one where they was just trying to get you to get out of the place in LA?
Oh, I think I took that video down.
I love that video.
Did you? You so filled with drama. Why all the videos you love are dramatic videos?
He was like, and this is why I'm making this video. And this is why I'm making this video.
You all hear him?
Tanya TKO here. And last night was one of the worst nights of my life traveling.
I remember that night too. It was horrible. All right. So listen, everyone, listen. Thank you all. Make sure that you're on the mailing list to be able to be the first ones to be one of the first ones. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is the pricing that I have is going to be early bird special. Anybody who wants to delay is going to have to pay the increased price. All right. So listen, everybody, make sure you're on the mailing list to get the notification for the Galentine's Day event. All right. Because I'm getting ready to create that now. So look for that in a few hours before this night is done. I need to eat first because I'm so hungry and tired right now. All right, everybody. So thank you all for coming in. Christelle is saying it's 1 a.m. in Central Europe. Oh, my goodness. But you don't want to go before the video is over in case you miss out. Christelle, make sure you're on the mailing list because if you want to come to the event, then you need to be on the mailing list first to get the invitation there first because tickets are limited because the platform only allows a certain amount of people on there at one time. So all right, everybody. Thank you for coming out. You can come and turn your mics off and say good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Good night. All right. Good night. Good night. And Black is saying, I have to say my favorite drama of Tanya TKO was watching her in Africa with the dressmaker. You know, they put that up on African message boards and people was attacking me. It was something else. And I'm like, attacking for what? I thought I was very fair to that woman for what it is that she gave me in exchange for my hard-earned doggone money. All right. So I will see you all later. Good night, Christelle. You can go to sleep now. Good night, Tobias. Good night, Ashley and baby. Good night. Good night, Candace. Candace, you never came up. Good night. I guess Tobias was still on mute because he heard when I said good night. Candace, Lena, Ashley, good night. Good night, Black. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, Tam Tam. Good night, Christelle. Good night, SK. Good night, Britt. Good night, everyone. Good night, Engineer's daughter. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, everyone. Bonsoir, Lynn. Bonsoir. Au revoir. Bonne nuit. All right. I'll see you all later. Good night.